Yeah, set us up. We're going live. We should be live. And we're live. What's going on, D-Bags? Hopefully you can hear me. I have no idea. I just did surgery on a grape out here in my living room to make this audio setup work. But we're back here again with another episode of the Detox Podcast, episode 248 to be exact. If you're new here, you enjoy music, podcasts, comedy, or hooping videos, do consider subscribing. We've got a whole lot of that stuff going on around here. When you do subscribe, leave a like or hang out with us here in the live chat. Helps us share conversations and laughs like this with more people, so do consider doing that. Before I can get into today's episode and explain why we're out in my living room and why Mike's situation is interesting, I got to talk to you guys a little bit about your personal grooming because you've been doing it wrong. All right, we've all been there before, right? Maybe it's date night. Maybe you and the bros are going skinny dipping, okay? And what do? You know you're going to be getting naked later, and so you reach for that cheap razor and you start hacking at stuff you shouldn't be hacking at, okay? You're going to cut yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. You don't got to do that anymore. You got to go nuts. Go nuts. Let me see it. It's right here. Go Nutz is a revolutionary, first of its kind razor, personal grooming device. It's unlike anything else on the market. It's shaped like a sphere. It's shaped like a ball for your balls. It works as a circular motion. It's made to not cut you. You can go to thegonutz.com, use code Rita47 to save a little bit of cash at the checkout and support the channel. That's thegonutz.com, code Rita47. Support the channel, support the homies, and go check out Go Nutz. Get your grooming done right. Now, all that good stuff out of the way. I am sitting next to Kalyn Harewood, but if you switch screens here, you'll see some other guys. We got Ben Goal over there on the left. We got Simon Street in the middle and Jake Hermes on the right. We're hanging out in my living room. Why are we hanging out in my living room? Because we just played a show at the Vivarium here in Milwaukee that we've been pushing on you for months and months and months, and we're going to talk about it and just hang out.
Did it feel natural to advertise for it again? Did you have to stop yourself?
Well, dude, I was gonna just plug that because I always plug that then Go Nuts, and I was gonna do that, and then I was like, oh shit, I was like, yeah, it's done, man. Kind of sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. How are you guys feeling though? How are you feeling just today? We'll get into the show stuff in a minute, but
Just want to go down the line.
we can go down the line. We can start it, Jake. Huh?
I feel like a new man.
A new man?
Yeah.
Like you lost your virginity again?
Yeah,
dude. It's rocking, dude.
Yeah.
What do we got? People in the chat saying, is this really it? Last pod. Taya again says April Fools. Well, we'll see what's going on.
She had to fucking give it away.
Let's see. Simon, what'd you feel like today?
I feel good. I was sad going to my normal job.
Yeah.
But that wore off kind of quick and remember what I did.
Yeah.
It was fun.
You're like, yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, man. Well, Ben,
Yeah, I've just been itching to play.
you're holding that
But
microphone.
sorry. I've been itching to play, dude. I'm a little sad today, but coped with depression with God of War, so it was all right.
Which one?
It's the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the first new one.
Yeah, first new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
First
Come on.
next gen one.
Okay.
Very good.
So you played a little video games today. You didn't work today?
No, I don't go back to work till Wednesday.
Oh shit, bro!
Yeah,
Look at
so
you.
You Thursday, right?
Yeah, I don't go back
Yeah,
till Thursday.
Lucky son of a gun.
I mean, I have work stuff to do tomorrow, but
You're
not
always
really.
working.
Yeah,
so.
a little different. Kaylin, how about you? What you feeling like
Feeling
today?
good. Felt motivated to just keep practicing, I guess.
Yeah.
I always kind of feel that way.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, you do like lessons and shit
Yeah.
for part of your work, right? Did you Were you sitting in any lessons today? Like, this bitch isn't gonna play the Vivarium tomorrow. Who the fuck are they, bro? Like, do you know what I just did? I
Yeah.
gotta help you.
I did tell my students about it, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because most of them don't live here.
Oh yeah. Where do
Yeah.
they live?
One's in over near Vermont
Whoa.
somewhere, and then one of them is in California.
Damn, bro. They're everywhere out here.
Yeah, I teach online, so
Yeah. That's dope. That's very dope.
Yeah.
And now we're here now a couple days after the show. For people that maybe didn't come to the show, which aren't really people in my eyes, there's some lesser type of human being. For the people that didn't come, how do you guys want to just break down, explain what happened? Not like the show itself, but just like if someone's like, what does it mean you guys played a show at Vivarium? Because it's Detox with the band today. Does someone want to take that so I don't just end up spilling the whole time?
We played 21 songs, 2 covers, 19 originals made completely by Darren,
a
Rita.
cover that we learned a couple days before the
Yeah.
show.
One of them was the day before.
24 hours.
Kinda
We
went
figured it out.
exactly how I said it was gonna go.
yeah, we did play it though.
But it's still, everyone loved it. Everyone sang along.
Yeah, we fucking blew it away.
And
in my
then
opinion.
in front of fucking 300 people.
Yeah.
Like a real show. It was a real.
Damn near sold out.
Not
our
like
first show.
not about 300 people. 300 people.
Yeah.
300 people there.
Yeah. Wild,
Yeah.
dude.
I felt successful
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
The
I
fucking
agree.
Lights blinding us the entire time.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Yeah.
All 9 yards.
Yeah, dude, it
Fucking
was
bar in
crazy.
the back
It
corner.
felt pretty rock starish.
Yeah.
Like the crowd was very like
Oh, dude, yeah.
what you would
Oh,
imagine.
Yo, that green room.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Dude, that's what for people that don't know. So first off, let's do this. I want to say a quick thank you. We're going to do a lot of thank yous today, I feel like. But first and foremost, I want to thank the Pabst Theater Group for letting us have this show, like letting us put this show on. And their new venue, Vivarium, if you're an artist, like wanting to book a cool show, like you're at a stage where you can get something that's like, again, a more like legit show, I would definitely recommend trying to get a show there. It was badass,
That
dude.
place is beautiful.
A lot
Gorgeous.
A lot of
Especially
people.
during the day. I didn't realize those were real skylights. Up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of people who came just told me how cool the venue was.
Yeah.
It's like how
That
much
was
they
one of the
loved
coolest
it.
things
So
to do.
I was
it
honored,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, it was really even
And it's
in
like,
my opinion.
it's
yeah.
like simple too, like compared to like the rave, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you kind of just
Yeah.
walk in and
Yeah.
you're right there,
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, it was a nice, perfect, like one room thing, and then on top of that, just having the bar right there. You have the merch right when you walk in. The stage is beautiful. They got all the greenery in there, and then for us on like the other side, like the green room, amazing. I mean, it was awesome. There's a shower,
Yeah.
bathroom. There's the two
rooms,
bedrooms.
yeah.
There was like a bed, right? Wasn't there
Yeah,
a
it
bed?
was like
on
a
it?
couch
pull-out,
bed,
a
yeah.
wall
It
pull
was.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, the Murphy bed.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just banging groupies.
Yeah, dude. And then there was like Spotify in the wall, like in the
Yeah.
wall, like you could
Yeah.
just like
And then
pull
there
the
was
like
Spotify.
a
Did anybody
pad.
get the record player to work?
No,
though?
I asked the lady, and she didn't even know how to do it.
Oh,
but
man.
she said she would be right on it.
Yeah,
so she
she-
said for next time.
Oh,
she would
dear.
know.
Figure it out.
She's like, yeah.
I have a record. I have a vinyl. My brother, he got me for, I can't remember if it was Christmas or my birthday. Maybe it was like a combination. It came late, so I didn't get it till after. But it was like he gave me this vinyl of my last album. So I was like pissed when I realized that they had that. I was like, I should have brought it.
Yeah, you told me
Wow.
you
Yeah.
ordered that.
I think I did tell you that.
Yeah,
The last practice, but it's okay.
I think you did. Yeah. Well, when
It's
we
not
got
like
there,
you
it didn't
don't
work
forget
either.
some
So.
things.
What did I forget?
No, nothing. Nothing.
All right, I do have some notes today though. We're gonna get to some people in the chat here as well in a minute. But we have some stuff we got to get to. We've got all right. We want to go through this. We want to recap our show that we just did. First and foremost, I think something that's kind of goofy is how many of your guys' significant others made edits of you? Because I know we were at a practice not long ago, and Simon played another show. Simon plays with the Tits, plays bass for the Tits as well. Shout out to Tits. And you guys played a show that was like a week ago or a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
last Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday before, yeah.
So it was
It was
badass,
super
right?
fun, Yeah.
And your girl made a fan edit of you.
Super cool at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
really
saw
well.
today, I woke up to Taya making an edit of this guy.
It was a really cool one.
That's cooler.
Yeah.
His
I
shirt
didn't
was
see
off in
yours.
I
his,
didn't
bro.
see Jay. I had face paint on.
His,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can
yours
we pull
was.
him up? Can we have a live?
I don't
live
think
vote?
we can. I didn't save the Molly one. But I just thought it was awesome. And I was joking with McKenna, like, why didn't I get an edit? So she's working on one now. She's working on one. Did you get an edit? Is anyone
I did
working
not,
on
but
one?
I got some good videos for sure.
Good videos.
Yeah.
What about you? Did
No,
Cody didn't cook one up?
no.
No.
Well, I'm pretty salty now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about it until this morning. Then I saw Taya's and I was like, damn. I was like, Jake got one. Simon
Yeah,
got
I
one.
saw
was like,
Jake's and I was like, I want a video like that of me.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was badass. I just thought that was kind of goofy, and I mean, hopefully I get one. We'll see. No, McKenna's working really hard back there. But pre-show stuff, man. People, I'm sure you guys like got asked a million of the same questions that day, as well as I did, or like said people saying the same things to you and whatnot. What was it like for you guys? I guess going into the show, just either the week of, the last couple weeks, or even maybe the day before, type of things. Like, what were your thoughts like the week of the show and stuff?
Well,
You go first.
honestly, it was just
Use the mic
it
though.
was nerve-wracking for sure.
Yeah.
But it was also very exciting. I was super excited. It was hard to sleep. But a lot of people were asking me a lot of questions like where to buy tickets, which was frustrating. 'cause
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the week of the show,
Yeah.
and some of those people already told me they bought their tickets, so
Yeah.
that sucked a little. But they came.
They
so
came, that's
they
all that
came,
matters,
so that's
right?
all that
Yeah.
mattered. But it was a lot of that stuff, and just like people like, what's the venue? So stuff like that. But
It
all
is-
those people came. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. It is funny how many people will like I had people like calling myself or calling like my family members and being like, "Where do we park? Like what do we do?" And I'm like, "Yo, like
I'm
and then
about
they're
to be on stage.
and then they're calling me like, "Hey, Darren, so and so wants to know where they should park." And I'm like, "Wherever the fuck they can get a spot, dude. I don't know. I got to play the show, dude. I
The
can't hold
parking
your
was
hand."
pretty hard there though.
Yeah, it's a lot of one way and but there's
Yeah.
there's plenty of parking around. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that was something I got too. What about you, Simon? What do you think? Week of the show, day of the show,
it
or day
came
before?
fast. I took off work Thursday, and I went home early from work Wednesday too. But I don't know. I felt like I was just like moving around and busy like until
Yeah, I
we were
agree.
playing pretty much. Like, 'cause we practiced Thursday too, and we got
Mhm.
everything set up. And then Friday, I was still down back by Twin Lakes, and then drove up to Milwaukee, got ready, and then
Damn.
we were pretty much playing. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
What about you, Kalyn? How did you feel? Like
Yeah,
even
I
like the
think
day
the
before,
same.
how were you feeling?
I think I had so much happening that
Yeah.
I like didn't really have time to process it until like right before we went on stage, and I was like, okay, well, here we go.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Yeah. How were you feeling on that last even that last practice going into the show?
Yeah, I was more nervous the further away the show was, but as it got closer and we were just kind of dialing in all the little shit,
Yeah.
and we were compounding practices closer and closer together, it was like that stuff was still fresh in our mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and then I was not nervous even the slightest
The
until
day of?
5 minutes
Oh.
before the
Yeah,
show.
that's what.
Wow.
Then all
Especially
of a
when we
sudden
were
I
like
was like,
staring at the
you
clock, waiting to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I
we
didn't mean to
looked-
interrupt you.
No. That did you take a look out? I think it was just you and I. Did any of you guys kind of peek out at
Yeah.
the crowd while they're?
After
think
you
I
guys
did
went the
too.
first
A little
time, me
bit.
and Ben were like, oh, we want to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my brother's performed too, and he like called me and said right after the show, he was like saying it feels like you're gonna throw up and shit your pants right before you go out on stage. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what it felt.
PGP, you got to get that.
And then
PGP in.
it was all fine. Like once the lights hit and I couldn't see anything, so
Really?
I just felt like in that 15-minute
Yeah.
improvisation
Yeah.
or whatever was just like
I-
perfect. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
realized
really
just
fun.
I couldn't see past like the first row of people,
Yeah.
and then I was like, all right, this is
And it was
too
all people
bad.
we knew.
Yeah.
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 You see like silhouettes.
Yeah,
That's
Mhm.
which was cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of people peeking out and whatnot. That was fun. Just like I peeked out. We peeked out the one time,
Like giddy schoolgirls.
and we're like, "Wow, there's like a good amount of people there." And then I peeked out again when you guys went out, and I was like, "There's a lot of fucking people there."
Yeah.
I felt like you and I just walked back and we were like.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Basically, dude. Let's see what's going on in the live chat here. Taya says shots fired at. I'm assuming that's at McKenna. Molly says Simon looks stoned off his ass. They need to get back on the topic of our edits, to be honest. Yeah, Molly, why don't you send us your edit? I'll put it up. We'll put up both edits on
It's on
screen.
her. It's on her TikTok.
Is it? Oh, we can
On
pull
the-
that up.
on the
That's
top,
public.
huh?
It's on
We
the
can pull
top.
that up.
Damn.
We'll be able to pull that up. I'll do it, McKenna, when we
At
get to it, so you don't
Space
have to
Worms.
stress out about that.
Space worms?
What's that?
Huh?
Yeah, you can turn Jake up if you want to. Just click his fader. Yeah, you click the fader button, and then you click the one that says Jake, and you should be able to just turn him up a little bit. Not.
I am Jake.
You can't hear me, or you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I think you clicked the head button. We can all hear each other. Hopefully they can hear us. I don't know. Yeah, just stay on fader. Yep, you're good. You should be good. We're working with a totally new setup, but we will pull those edits up. So don't worry about it. We will get to that eventually. But so pre-show, you guys all felt pretty good.
Yeah. How did you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt good. I mean, I felt like
I want an in-depth. Don't fucking gloss over everything.
My mind was pretty scrambled, to be honest with you, because I was juggling a lot. And this is something you guys, I mean, you know, I've been filming like a documentary on this on the side as well. Even 3 days beforehand, bro, Kale, our sound guy, who does an amazing job,
Amazing.
told me that his surgery went well. He had this surgery, had to get a saliva gland removed out of his. It was like a tumor around a salivary gland tumor, and he had to get it removed. And he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the show. And I'm like, okay. And this was 3 days beforehand, and I knew. And here's the thing, I just knew if I had said anything that you guys were gonna maybe get worried. I knew. I felt like you were especially, Jake, gonna be worried if I had said that. You were gonna be like, bro, what are we gonna do? And I was gonna have to tell you, be like, I don't fucking know. And then you're gonna be like, bro, how do we not know this? That's some cowboy shit. And I was gonna be like, well, we're gonna figure it out. So I was like, you know what? That's one less stress I need, is like to have to explain this, because I didn't have an answer, you know. So I was really nervous about that, or not really nervous. I was stressed out about it, and I was like trying to figure out what I could do to convince him to be able to still do the show. And then obviously he felt better. His well-being was better. I wasn't gonna force him to do it if he couldn't physically do it, but he was good. He felt fine then, and so then it was just a matter of convincing him. So then I convinced him the day of. The morning of, I woke up and was on the phone with him. Like, it was, they filmed, yeah, it was interesting. But so that was one thing. And then the last couple practices, it was just like a matter of like I had to pick up Pat from the airport, and then me and Pat like had a little bit of time to like talk about what he was feeling and what was going through his head. And then it was just like, all right, well, we got to practice with Pat now.
2 practices with Pat. That's
2 practices.
Yeah. Plus the one from a couple months ago.
He didn't need any.
Nah,
Dude,
he's a
fucking
fucking
killed it.
legend, man.
And he
He's a
fucking
legend.
killed it too.
Dude, and that's the thing, like
The
with Pat.
natural.
Here's the thing with Pat, bro. There was like 2 little minute things that when we rehearsed that I was like, could you maybe change this? And both things, like, we didn't even have another chance to practice them. I was just like, hey, it'd be cool if you did this. It'd be cool if you did this that way. And he did both of them on stage.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to practice it again that way. And he just did it that way. So I was like, that was amazing. But yeah, so I was, juggling that. And then I was like, I don't know which of our chords are going to work. And then they were really busy. It's a new venue, and they're really, really busy. And I didn't know if they were going to be able to. They weren't responding basically to an email that I had sent of like all of the stuff we needed, including some of like stuff for you, like a riser and all this other stuff. So I was like nervous that they weren't getting that. So there was just like dumb shit that was out of my control. But it was like one of those things where that night that we had that last practice, I just decided, I was like, dude, I can't control any of this. Like, I'm going in, I'm taking the test. Like, I know what I know. I know what I don't know. So it's either going to work out or it's not, and I can't control it. So I was like, all right, I've done everything I can do. I practiced a bunch. I put together a team of people that are really good, and not even just the guys you see on camera here. There's people behind the camera as well, and other people that aren't here. But just, we put together a team. I was like, if we're going to win, we're going to win. There's nothing else I can do. So that's how I felt the leading up to the show.
And then how'd it go?
Went great. Went great. Perfect. Day of, though, when you woke up.
I was just excited to get to Milwaukee and
Yeah?
like, just experience like setup and sound check and just like
I
all
woke up
that
at
stuff.
Ben's house.
Yeah, me and Simon absolutely
Oh yeah.
devoured like $40 worth of Taco Bell the night before.
Yeah.
You guys were in the same bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cuddled
yeah.
up together.
Ripping ass on each other from all that
Mhm.
Taco
Fell
Bell.
asleep to
What's
super
that?
bed. It was pretty good.
Nice.
It was pretty good. But
That's
yeah.
good.
Sounds romantic.
Dude, but shout out to this guy. He folded the blanket before he packed up and left in the
Yeah,
morning.
Aw.
How about
Wow.
that, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not many people do that, you
He's
know?
very hospitable.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave him hanging.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was fun.
Who
but
was the big spoon and who was the little spoon?
Yeah.
I like being little, so.
Aw.
Yeah.
He's a little taller.
He didn't.
but
He didn't like it at first. I was like, dude, you gotta do it.
Wow.
I warmed up. to
Worked
it.
out good. though.
Yeah.
Worked
Yeah.
out good.
Yeah.
We'll switch it up.
What were you doing
Hopefully, Emma
the
isn't watching.
day of, the morning of, like when you're waking up?
Uh,
What'd you do the day of the show?
well, my day of was kind of like how you guys were saying, where you were just so busy.
Yeah.
I woke up at 9. I stayed up. I mean, we were out late the night before. You would sound like you're out later. You went to Denny's and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Denny's
went
and
home and it was
fucking
kinda
1
hard to
a.m.
sleep.
Me
I
and
almost
Mike.
DoorDash
That's
Denny's
that's
after
the best
exploring.
time to go to Denny's.
Yeah, dude. Our waitress was terrifying, man. Scary human being.
Did
But
she
shout
ever-
out to her. I tipped her well. And Mike does not have a problem. Mike, shout out Mike, our manager, our stage manager, Mike. He does everything I need. We literally could not have done the show without Mike, by the way. And we'll get to him in a minute. We have a video from him. But he does not have a problem. Like, we're at the Denny's, and it's Denny's at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, service is not going to be great. You know, you're just happy that it's open.
Yeah.
And no one's out in like the lobby at all, and we're there for like 5-10 minutes and no one sat us. And I'm like, Mike, we'll just McDonald's is right there, bro. Let's just get McDonald's. He's like, no, I got it, man, no worries. Walks into the kitchen, grabs some cook that doesn't speak English, and he's like, hey man, can we get a table? And he's like, table? And he's like, yeah. And the guy's like, how many? And he's like, 2. And then he's like, all right. And the guy just goes and like he gets this like woman who looks like she is ready to cast a spell of some sort. And she came out and took great care of us, so it
Did
worked
she have
out.
a smoker voice at all?
No. She actually had she was nice. But she just looked very scary.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. But yeah, and then Mike did the same thing when we were leaving. Like we were ready to leave, and like we needed to get out of there, and she would just disappear for like 20 minutes.
How old was this woman?
70.
Oh.
Yeah.
She got a right to look like whatever she wants to. if
Yo,
she's
I
working
know.
that late.
I'm not.
She's
It's whatever.
70.
And I didn't look great either. I hadn't slept in like 2 weeks at
Right.
that point. So
Did
I'm
you
sure
catch
I
her
didn't.
name?
Hey, you,
Huh?
you
No, I don't remember her
Two
name.
guys pulling up to a Denny's in a Sprinter van at 2 a.m.
Yeah, dude. Two dudes.
You were in the Sprinter van?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, 2 dudes, man buns in the Sprinter. Yeah.
In the rape van.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was what it was, and then we got out of there. But yeah, it was I just felt like shit the day of. I felt like shit like the morning of. I felt really
You looked great.
really.
Yeah, you looked seriously. You looked like way. You know,
Okay, good.
I was commenting on the way your face was very often.
You
leading up
did,
to
yeah.
it,
The week of, the day before,
I was
he
like,
goes,
dude, you look
he goes,
stressed.
he goes,
No,
bro,
you look good.
you look sickly ill. The day before at like 11 p.m. Like me and Mike are about to leave in this van. He's like, bro, you look like shit,
yeah,
bro.
You were kind of pissed at that too.
He's like,
You're like, oh, okay. Well, don't tell me how I look anymore.
yeah. I was just like, I don't need to hear that right now. Oh no, yeah. And then it was like the next day when we were running, because I was like trying to coordinate like who was gonna ride with who to the venue, because we had like 3 vehicles we needed to take.
Yeah.
And you were like, bro, you look kind of stressed. I was like, all right, bro, just don't tell me how I look
Yeah.
today, because I gotta just do it, and I don't want to think about how I'm being perceived or whatever. What about you, day of the show? What were your?
I think I was like feeling not nervous at all because I was like, wow, this is nice. This is like the first time I'm not like gonna be like I'm gonna be on stage, but like no one's gonna. The focus was gonna be on somebody else, which was like,
Oh yeah.
it was just cool to analyze that about myself. That like I just wasn't nervous. I was really excited actually.
Yeah. Well, okay. You said you were kind of analyzing it, thinking about it. I imagine you probably thought about it more than just that. Well, what was like go into that a little bit. Like, what did that look like?
I just have really bad performance anxiety when I'm like performing by myself or when I'm gonna be like the focal point.
Yeah.
And I like usually like really, really freak out, but I don't know. I just felt really excited. I was like, wow, I'm just gonna jam. And like,
Yeah.
you know, if I mess up, maybe people won't super notice. That's what I'm
Yeah.
always worried about. But I didn't really mess up. So.
Did anybody say anything to you guys that was either really, really awesome or really, really like shook you at all? The
Oh, yeah.
day
Before or
of?
after?
Yeah, before.
Dude, I scared the shit out of you. Remember?
What would you say?
Remember when I was
scared me
like,
a
yo,
lot.
your bass volumes are fucked, bro.
Oh,
Remember that?
Did you do that purposefully to like psych him out, or you were like serious?
No, I
Yes.
had to explain to him why I took them out of my ears.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just felt the need to do it, just like I felt the need.
Explain
to
something
talk.
that I should have known for months. You explained it to me right before the show, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, good to know.
Like, good thing I've been doing it this way the whole
Yeah.
time.
I'm such a
Yeah.
fucking dipshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
No,
Yeah.
I am like all the time. Is what I'm saying. I just say shit.
The chord awareness was there. That's hilarious. You're
Yeah.
just like, yeah,
I
tomorrow's
just-
the big day. Hey, buddy, check
No,
this
it
out.
wasn't tomorrow. It was like
No, it was like
minutes
fucking
before.
30 minutes
Before the
before
show?
maybe
Yeah.
30. Like maybe.
Well,
Dude.
he came up and asked me. He was like, "You asked me something. You were like,
Yeah, something about my bass.
something. Yo, what do you? Is there anything else I could do better or something? Something like that."
Yeah, something about my volume.
And I was like, "You just need to make sure that your volume is consistent throughout the whole show. Otherwise, it muddles all the fucking in ears and shit. You
Mhm.
know."
And I asked like, "Oh, do you turn yours all the way up?" And you were like, "Yeah, it should always."
Oh
be
yeah,
turned all the
Evan
way
said
up."
that too.
And I was
You
like,
should always
"What?"
have your fucking guitar turned all the way up, and then you adjust your amp. You know,
Yeah.
that
That's
way
like
you
the-
have a bass line.
I could
And
say
then
I was
you can
definitely
kinda
nervous about
roll off.
sound.
Yeah.
Like just to jump off of what you
Well-
guys said, I was nervous about like, oh God, am I gonna be able to hear myself?
Oh yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I think that
one
was
thing
the
too.
I
the
didn't-
big nerve
I didn't
thing
think
for
about
me.
it till like right before, but like we didn't really have people like out there.
That's
like,
that's
giving
why I
us
was like,
feedback. We were just
uh-huh.
like,
You
all
weren't
right, sounds
there.
good.
yeah,
When you were there, Simon wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gain
I
staging
thought-
is huge on that kind of stuff. That's kind of what you're describing, where it's like if you have multiple, like if you have levels coming from a source, and then that's going into something else that can also adjust levels, and then that's going into another thing that can adjust levels. Like gain staging, as it's called, is very, very important. Like knowing your baseline, as you guys were describing, and then like what you're adjusting at each stage. Yeah, dude, that's something that I thought would be interesting to talk about your guys' sound check because I wanted to originally load into this venue at 2 p.m. And we just because we had never done something like this before, you know, and or anything like this at all before. I knew we had good help to get us loaded in quickly, but it was still a matter of like when you're doing a sound check, you need plenty of time to check every instrument. We've got fucking 8 mics on the drums, so we need those to sound good. And then I knew we were running, you know, the audio setup that I was running for my mics. That's different than a lot of people do it. So it was like I wanted it a specific way.
Well, it's a different room than your basement.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And so I was like, I wanted time, right? And it just so happened that like they couldn't do that, so we had to do 4. And obviously the doors open at 7 p.m. And I was like, okay, well, I had to get my hair done at 5:45 was the appointment. And I told her because that's the latest she could do. And I was like, hey, I might be closer to 6, but I was like, but I think that'll give me enough time to finish sound check. I'll go get my hair done, and then all I have to do when I come back is just hang out. Dude, we didn't even get done finish setting everything up until 5:45.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, we're going to do a sound check in like 5 minutes. Give me a couple minutes. And I was like, I got to go, man. If I don't go now, like it's not going to get done, and then I'm going to wear a hat, and I'm not going to be happy with it. And I was like, all right. So I left. You guys did sound check without me. And then I came back and got like 5 minutes, if that.
Mm-hmm.
We checked like the first 30 seconds of the first song, the third song. We did a little bit of boom, a little bit of radiate, and that was it.
Yeah. What time was that? What time do you finish your part of the sound check?
My sound check was
Yeah.
I think we finished my sound check at like 7:03.
Yeah, like we
They-
went 10,
they held the
15
doors-
minutes over.
they
I
kept
saw
the
people
doors
just
locked.
like,
Yeah, they kept it.
That's
I
insane.
walked past my mom was outside, and they're like, they kicked me out. They won't let me in. I'm like, all right, mom. Like, I got to go do sound check. So I apologize that I can't get you in right now. And yeah, so then I literally I think I walked in the doors at 55. And then it took them like 2 minutes to like get my shit set up. And then I did it for 5 minutes, and then that was it. Yeah. So I was, it sounded amazing, first off. And if you, I don't know if you guys have seen
Yeah,
any of the
sound
videos
was
or anything.
Really good.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
man.
A lot of people
in your
came
ears?
outside.
Or
No,
No,
in
just
my
like this-
monitors.
Yeah, I feel like the sound afterward.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, even during, I just felt like that was the first time I could like very clearly hear everyone and myself
The
and
808
Darren and the 808
and
like,
the bass drum. Like when Kale turned the bass drum on, and I just
like
I felt
videos.
it. It was like,
Stories.
holy fuck.
I didn't even have my in-ears in for like the last portion of the show. 'cause
Yeah.
Really?
They fell out, and then I didn't have time to pop them back in.
Were you guys
and,
sweating at all?
Oh, dude,
Oh
I
yeah.
smelled like
Oh yeah.
shit after
But-
the show.
Yeah, I could
Good.
hear I could still hear myself from the crowd sound.
Yeah,
I could hear
yeah.
My bass still.
Yeah, I was
So
wearing that
really nice.
vintage tee from Pimped. Does not breathe well at all.
Shout out, Pimp.
It
Shout
does
out,
not.
Pimp.
Shout out, Pimp.
Yeah, yeah.
Vintage.
Yeah, vintage clothing.
Spring Grove.
Yeah,
lot,
not really
lot
made.
of good shit, but it
Check
does
it
not
out.
breathe well.
Yeah.
I felt like it was
So-
just like the second half. I just started to feel like, oh god, like tired. Maybe it was
Yeah.
the adrenaline like crash or something. But I was like, okay, we got like another half. We got to keep going.
Okay, before we get into the show,
Same for me.
before we get into the show, because I want to hear your guys' like perspectives on everything. What was soundcheck like without? Because I wasn't there. I wasn't there to help. Like I feel like a lot of times that's one thing I thought of. I was like, well, they're gonna figure it out. They're in good hands. Kale knows what he's doing. I was like, they got this. They know they gotta fucking figure it. But I was just a little nervous that I wasn't there to be like, Ben, fucking stop hitting this fucking drum for a sec. Like, shut the fuck up for a second. Let them
It
do
was actually the opposite.
It was great.
It was stressful because I lost my wallet and I was just like a little worried about it, and
Yeah.
I was like backstage.
Took
look-
your place.
I was
dude.
backstage
You
looking
did?
for it,
Yeah.
and Jake was like, "Ben, where are you? Where are you?" And I didn't realize we were getting.
Because you
soundcheck.
didn't have
He
your
goes-
ears in.
No,
and
I didn't
Kale
have
was
anything
like,
ready.
So you didn't have your
So-
ears, so you couldn't even hear them.
I couldn't
talking
even
to
hear
you.
them talking to me while I was backstage in the green room. No, so I was just trying to find my wallet, and
Someone-
we
who went
Mike found
first?
it. Shout out Mike. Mike found the wallet, and everything was fine. So yeah, but I caused a little stress there at the beginning of sound check because delayed about 3 to 5 minutes. So which was valuable time we could have probably used.
yeah.
so.
yeah. So what was from your perspective? Soundcheck, how'd it go? mean, I'm sure you guys figured
Did
it
you
out.
start? Were you the first sound check?
No, I was last.
No, it was me.
It was drum. Yeah, because he was literally.
It was
Kale was
me.
like, "Can I get
Oh,
kick?
okay.
Can I
Yeah.
get kick?" And he just kept saying, "Can I get kick?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
And
"Ben."
then Ben literally just wanders out like he's just
Yeah.
he's just like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that up there. That's pretty cool.
'Cause I
He's like doing one
couldn't
of
hear
these.
Kale at all.
Not in any rush or
Yeah.
anything. And I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Right away, I'm like,
Well, dude, I thought my
start
wallet.
hitting the fucking kick.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have his ears in.
Yeah. So he
And
came.
he's sitting there just hitting the kick with his foot, you know? And the ears are right next to him. I gotta.
I was so stressed. I was
I'm
like
like-
fumbling the in
I'm
ears.
like, bro, put your ears in. You're like, what do you want me to do? How am I supposed to put them in?
That is
right now?
exactly how it
I'm
was.
Yeah,
like,
that was
you
bad.
use the fucking hand. You hold it up right
Because
now.
you're just playing
But
it with
you
your
fucking-
foot.
Yeah.
We had a bit of an argument.
Yeah, we
there.
had a little tussle
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
For a good minute.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, it
dude.
turned out good. So.
Wow. The rest of sound check
But
went
yeah,
all
we,
right.
we practiced like a handful of songs for like 30 seconds a song, I'd say, just like the important parts, and it turned out to be perfect in my opinion. So
Yeah. Yeah, it
worked out
sounded
good,
great.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a little different. I wonder how bigger bands do that. Like, is every band member up there at the same time?
Sometimes, when I worked, I won't say the name of the
Dang. Do we get a bleep?
No, it's all right.
Yeah,
I
it's
worked
too
at
late.
I worked at the rave for a while. I worked at the rave for a while, and when bigger bands would do it, their techs would do it. The techs would do sound check. They would get it all the levels set, and then the band would come out and just do like 2 songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
they would
only ever
just-
seen it done at Summerfest,
Yeah.
and it's like I always see them setting up the drum set first,
Yeah.
and then they do everybody just a quick check. So
Yeah, that's literally what it is. So when
I
at the
don't really
bigger
know.
shows, it would just be like, I mean, sometimes the openers would do a sound check too, but usually they wouldn't even. Sometimes they wouldn't even get one. It would just be like, if the levels are right for these guys, you're using the same shit as them. That's what you get. But yeah, bigger artists would be like their tech, like the drum tech would do it, the guitar tech would do it, and it would be kind of cool to see those guys like go crazy for a minute because they were like excited that that's like their show is they get to do the sound check. And so they would do the sound check, and then the band would come out to literally just do like a song or two, like max, and then they would be it.
nice.
So
I could see that. I could see that being more pleasurable.
Yeah.
Honestly, after just touring for years,
yeah,
You
after you
know?
do that 100 times, yeah,
like we didn't have. I felt like we had barely any time to just chill in the green room.
No,
yeah,
we did.
To be fair, like with our load-in time, like with our original load-in time, I think we would have had like more,
Oh,
or at least
yeah.
like
Way
an
more time.
hour.
Probably-
or two
probably
to just
2 hours
chill.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and live.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I didn't even have time to fucking eat the Jimmy John's, dude.
Yeah, I just found a sandwich in my car, so
Had the
I found a
fucking-
sandwich in my car too.
Really?
yeah,
Holy
I did.
Holy
I had to
shit.
settle for a freaking veggie
Damn,
sandwich,
yeah.
bro.
Well, shout out
Lunch.
McKenna, who's behind the camera. She bought
Yes.
like 50 fucking Jimmy John's
Thank you,
little
McKenna.
sandwiches.
We love you, McKenna.
Took that whole fucking box with
It
me.
hit the
Good,
spot.
good. I'm glad someone ate it, dude, because I was
We
like,
didn't.
oh, you didn't.
We
Damn
left
it.
him in the hotel.
Damn, bro. There
Only
was a
housekeeping
separate
ate it.
box. The box I
They were
opened was
sitting-
only veggies.
Oh yeah,
Dude, you were
You stole
holding
Carrington's
that's
box.
fucked up.
that's crazy. Okay, so the show. We're at the show, right? We get through sound check. We're all backstage. Which, first off, people don't know this. Ben built a fucking table. We snuck a table into this venue.
We can't even call it a table, dude. That
And
thing was
okay,
a
it's a
fucking-
table. And Ben built the table backstage in a separate room. So in the green room, there's 2 rooms. In a private room,
Yeah.
so that just in case we just did it that way, so that in case they had said no, there was no option to say no. It was like, oh, we're gonna ask for forgiveness before we ask for permission on this one.
Yeah, that's the best policy.
Yeah.
Did they say it? They didn't. I assume they obviously didn't. Say
They
anything.
didn't even see you build it.
No.
The lady did
Well,
not
I
even
mean,
come
the
in
only
at all.
thing we had to really
sawdust
do.
after.
They did see the dust,
Did
actually,
they?
potentially,
Yeah,
probably.
Whatever.
it was visible.
I mean, the only hard work we really did was back in the alley, so
Yeah.
that was fine.
Yeah. But so we did that backstage. Then we're chilling backstage now. So we're
Yeah.
fast forwarding through sound check, through all the other shit we had to deal with. Right now, it's the show. The show is there's a playlist playing. All of us are backstage. Where are you at? Up here,
I was
into the mic.
sorry. I was definitely freaking out a little.
Yeah.
Just like right beforehand, I was just all the what ifs were hitting me, you know.
What were some of those what ifs?
Just like, what if I forget something? Like, what if I mix up one song for another song? Because literally, I'll wait till Jake gets back, actually, to bring that up. But, yeah, just like a lot of what ifs. Damn, I wish
What
Jake
songs
was
do you
here.
mix up?
What songs?
I
do you-
didn't mix any
But
songs
which ones
up.
were you nervous
Yeah,
to mix
which
up?
ones-
I mean,
'cause
I
I'll
don't
mix
know.
them up
Like,
too
I don't
Sounds
know,
like under the same
like,
ones.
I don't know. I was just worried about mixing songs up because it could happen.
I think I'm always just worried that like I'll just not know how to play the piano anymore. Like I literally will just,
Oh my
And I was
like
worried
I just
about.
won't know what note comes next. Like
I was worried about dropping a stick. Didn't drop a single stick. Didn't even break a stick.
Damn.
Which I was beating the fuck. Like I think they just changed the recipe on the sticks or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, you did
they,
break
I
one
was
at practice like the
trying
last
really
12
hard,
times.
and they did not budge. So
Wow.
I broke Cole's cymbal before I broke the stick. So that was
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Wow.
But to get back to the what ifs, like when me and Jake were driving up, he asked me like the order of the songs. I could not remember past rowing. I couldn't remember past rowing. That was it.
I'll tell you what.
I went from rowing to
you couldn't remember past
thought-
the first song.
I thought Glued was like number 5, dude. And then I don't know. I just blanked.
And then I
Blanked
gave
on
him
the ride
Glued.
up.
I gave him Glued.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the
I was
third
like, I
one. We go
thought I was-
hard
I
on the
thought
third
I was-
one. He had no
I was
idea.
like, yeah, I had no
He's
idea.
like, no, this is what he said. I go, number 3. We go hard. He goes, boom?
No, I did not say boom. I did not say
You
boom.
said boom.
I did not say
100%
boom.
You said boom.
No, I did not say boom. I think I
was
said talk a
stone
lot.
sober.
I said talk a lot. I'm pretty sure. I said talk a
why
lot.
would you
I
say
thi-
that's even worse almost?
Well, yeah, but
further away.
I know
Yeah, you
boom.
might have
I
said
know
talk a
when
lot. I
boom
don't know.
happens, all right? I'm pretty sure it was talk a lot.
Yeah,
though.
really. Boom was that was
That's
all you,
that's my
baby.
best one right there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So those are the, what you
Yeah,
were.
but it
nervous-
turned out
yeah.
fine.
Like,
so
did any of you guys do that? Just kind of
I just blanked
when I
out.
wasn't like when we weren't practicing, I would just kind of try and memorize the set list.
I had it all written
Just
down
scroll through it. Yeah.
so that I wouldn't.
I
You did
knew.
too.
I had
Or
it
no,
written
you
down,
had everything
but
written down,
I didn't
just
bring
not
it
in
out.
order.
No, I got it into order eventually.
He rearranged
Yeah.
it.
By
My
the time
grandma-
the show kicked around, it was in order.
My grandma even asked me, she's like, how did you remember like what to play for each song? I was like, just we've been practicing for 8 months.
Dude, that's the
So
thing,
it's just
man.
like it was
yeah.
kind of just in me, you know? And it was like mostly muscle memory and like I liked playing it, so it was fun to play and I was excited to play it. So I just kind of knew what was coming.
Yeah, dude. I think
and
that
it
was like
so
a.
fun.
That's something I'm really like grateful for and kind of proud of in a sense is that like we did practice so much where there was stuff that like there was a lot of shit going on that day. Really easy for your mind to be elsewhere. I can tell you what, my mind was elsewhere a couple of points in the show. Like just little things happen or I saw something, whatever's going on. Like I'm making eye contact with someone I haven't seen in a long time that I saw was at the show and I like pointed out, I was like, yo, and I'm just still rapping the lyrics because we've just done it so much and then I didn't miss the cue to start singing the chord. Like there was just like things that I know because we put so much work in, it made it a lot easier. It wasn't like, I don't want to say going through the motions or something, but there was like moments where you're able to like literally just fall back on what we've been doing for however long, So I thought I was proud of that in that moment. And I didn't really realize that till after, that there was those moments where I was like thinking about something totally different or like I was getting ready thinking about that I had to get Pat's mic before Pat came out. And I was like still singing whatever song I was singing. And I'm like, all right, I gotta go get Pat's mic, and I'm like fucking looking for his mic and singing the song, and I'm like, okay, no, I know it's got to be back there. I'll grab it in a second. And then but I was the whole time like that's what was going on in my head, but the whole time shit was still coming out of here, so that was cool,
Did you mess up any lyrics? Did you?
I did, yeah, I did.
Did you do it on Lifeline?
No,
you
no.
sang the second verse.
Well, I sang that wouldn't count that. I mean, yes, technically I did sing. No, I didn't sing. There was only one verse on that song. I re-sang the chorus again after Kalyn's solo,
yeah.
and you usually don't do
Yeah.
that.
It worked.
It worked out.
It worked
It was fine.
Worked out
And people,
great.
I did not expect that many people to know that song. I did not expect
Really?
that many people to know that one.
Yeah.
A lot of people were singing it, right? Like in the first like 3-4 rows, I could like hear people vividly singing it. I was like, damn, okay. It's like a single I dropped like last year in the middle of a bunch of other singles. So I don't know. It was cool to see or to hear. But no, it was What You Want is the only song that I like. Well, dude, I just re-sang the first verse again for the second verse because I like started it the same way and I was like, oh,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I was like, can I switch it back? And I was like trying to think in my head as I was saying more lyrics, what would be a good point to switch it, and there wasn't one. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep going. And so I just like kind of did a couple ad libs that were like a little different.
Nobody would have
Nobody
ever
knew,
noticed
so,
that.
yeah.
Well, now they will.
No, they know. Yeah, they're gonna go back and watch. But yeah, that was it. That was like all I messed up. And then obviously like we did Erase Me, like, and I just sang that totally out of order, but everybody was still singing it. So I just I sang the second part in the first part, and then sang it again for the second part.
You're like, sorry, I fucked that part up.
And then I said, all right, let's do it again. And then everybody sang it again. So I was like, all right, everybody's singing it. We're singing it. But yeah, and for people that don't know, I think you guys mentioned it. that one we added like the day before. We were working.
I thought about it a
Oh.
week before and added it. Like we practiced it
I
twice.
definitely learned it and probably heard it like for the first time like the day before.
And I think it killed also.
People,
It was
yeah, dude, I
fun.
saw some videos of that. That looked it. Yeah, it looked good. During the show, what was like little things that you remember?
Dude, Gives You Hell. That was crazy.
Yeah, that
that
was
was
so
the
fun.
That
most
was a
sing
fun
along
one,
song, probably, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
fucking.
How was the crowd on that one?
That felt
There
great.
was,
man.
I felt like the
That was
crowd
something- I
really
couldn't
was.
stop
I
laughing.
wanted to like
Yeah.
take out an ear just to like listen to kind of be in the moment. But
I could only hear him during like the drum break part towards the end. They were
Dude,
really
yeah,
screaming. So
People
that
were
was
really.
cool.
That was something cool, dude. Because I remember. So for people like a little bit of insight, we did 2 cover songs, and originally we were only gonna do 1. And I'm like
Mhm.
very against doing like a bunch of cover songs, but I want to have a moment, especially like I knew this was gonna be a big show, and then we were gonna get a lot of people there, and there's gonna be people that are like friend of a friend
Yeah.
who probably aren't gonna know the fucking song. It's crazy that many people did know the songs that were there. Like I'm so grateful for that. But I knew there was gonna be people that just wouldn't. So I wanted to have like something for them, and I've been saying that from the beginning. But it took me forever to pick a song, and it was like between Gives You Hell and a couple other songs. And I was like, nah, I think we could do Gives You Hell. And then like we started practicing that, and it sucked dick, dude. Every element of it sucked balls, bro.
Well,
Except for you.
We
I mean, you
started
pretty
in the
much had
wrong
it from the
key
beginning.
though, and
Yeah.
then when we changed it, it was pretty.
We were in the right key. We just
Or
changed
yeah,
it to the key that
wrong
worked
key
for
for
us.
Darren. So,
Yeah. I couldn't sing. That shit's too high. It was like 2 steps too
it
high.
is pretty high.
Yeah.
The
So
original one.
we switched it, and dude, it was awesome, man. At the show was, I feel like, the best. There was a lot of this throughout the show, of the best times I heard a lot of things, like your solo. I thought was the
you.
best version of your solo.
Thanks.
Same
Like,
for Simon. I
I-
thought the same for Simon.
I thought like it was like insane, bro. Like your guys, yeah, like your guys' were like your guys' are always really good, but those were like I was like, whoa, man, like
Yeah.
holy shit. And then the same thing I thought like Gives You Hell. I fuck up the last 2 lyrics of that every time, or you stop
Well,
too
it
early or
was
whatever.
weird.
Like,
You got
It
him,
was
though.
weird
and I got,
because-
I was
heard
like,
that
yo,
too.
we
I was
did
like,
this.
okay.
It was
yeah.
weird because I was
God.
really like serious about that part when like we first started practicing the song, and like the last week I forgot the ending.
Dude, the last
I, like,
week-
fucked it up
Thur-
every time.
No,
and then
Thursday
the
we
whole
did it.
before.
We did it twice, and we got it wrong both
Yeah.
times. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, man,
Yeah,
we gotta
and
do
then
this
thank
tomorrow.
God we all ended great. So
Yeah.
I like when Jake looks at me every time, so it's good.
Yeah. Nah, dude, and your guys' jam, I thought too, dude. Like,
That was
especially
fun.
I could hear you just ripping
Yeah.
it, bro.
Dude, a lot of people said that was that was like a high point.
Yeah. I thought there was a lot, like, I don't know, man. I was really proud of that. I put a lot of thought into where things were going to go in the show. And I heard from, like, basically every person, I was getting a different answer for what their favorite part was. And, like, that means a lot.
That's
Because that
good,
means
yeah.
it's like, okay, there was different things for different people, like, throughout the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really important to me to have you guys do that, opening thing, because I thought, one, I know there's gonna be people there that are like just there for you guys, first off, and secondly, I wanted to just kind of fucking show your guys' chops because I know it's there, and it gives you guys sort of a warm up almost. To
Yeah,
just
that's
get
what was
loose.
nice about it. Is
Yeah.
just
For
like
sure.
I feel like it helped all of us to just get like, okay, we're in the game now.
Dude,
Yeah.
and that's what's badass, bro. Like, people don't understand. There was no fucking openers at this show. There's no openers. There's not 20 other rappers on this fucking set list. This was literally, this was Darren Rita's music, right? And then the band going out beforehand. We didn't have, and there was fucking 300 people there.
Yeah. Someone told me they didn't realize we were the headliner. They thought we were the opener to the headliner. And then they were blown away. They were like,
Gonna
and
make
they were
Darren
like,
jump out
like
the
I've known
window.
you a very long time. I didn't know you were that good of a drummer. I was like, all right. Cool.
That was the same person that
Sick.
said
Yeah,
both
same
those things?
person. I won't say who. 'Cause
Call it
I
out,
love
dude.
that person. No,
Is it a guy or a girl?
it's a girl.
Damn, you already
He says,
narrowed
I
it
know
down.
won't-
who it is.
Yeah, he's like, I won't say. It's a girl.
It's a girl. Her last name starts with. Okay, so backstage, when you guys were getting ready, when you guys went out, what was it like going out for? You guys went out before me. What was that like when you walked out? Because I heard it,
Yeah.
That was funny.
and I didn't
It
have
was
my in-ears.
weird
It
and
was
funny. I was trying not, like, I could hear like where, and I
Yeah.
knew because McKenna was like, we're gonna stand right in front of you, so I knew where like my friend group was. So I was like almost trying not to look at them because I knew I'd probably just like feel more awkward. I don't know.
I wasn't sure I was gonna look either, like with all our sunglasses
eventually
on. And then my
sometimes did,
stepdad got a really good video. He was like right in front of the curtain where we walked out, and we looked pretty badass walking out together. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then like everybody sitting down, just starting. It went pretty smooth. So
Yeah.
It
was pretty
sounded
cool,
awesome.
dude. It
I
was
didn't put
fun.
my in-ears on till I think like 8 minutes left or something to like really listen to it. But I just like, cause I just didn't want anything. I was like, I just
Yeah.
need a minute. But when I heard you, when you guys walked out, I just listened to the crowd and I was
Yeah.
like,
I wanted to ask you what happened during Afraid.
we'll get to that. Get to that. Yeah. I'll tell you, I was sweating balls. Is
Were
what
you?
happened. Yeah.
Happened.
The intro.
What do you mean?
Remember, it
We
took
kept
them.
going
It took
for
them
a
a while.
while.
to
In
come
between
out.
It was
Talk a
like
lot
30
and
seconds
Oh,
of an
yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was like
gonna
4
say,
different.
you
Oh,
know.
we were all like.
Yeah, it was like 4 intros, and then
Oh,
he came in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
just
it never
curious.
took him this long before.
I was
No.
just curious.
Dude, yeah, it was just a disaster. I was
Might as well talk about it now.
okay. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it. So
Sorry.
there's an outfit change in
We
the show,
skipped.
right? In between this one song, and in between Talk a Lot and Afraid of Dying Alone, I switch outfits. And they supposed to drag out the intro a little bit, but it's supposed to be a little bit dragged out. And what ended up happening was I was switching pants, putting 2 new shirts on, taking the shirt off. I had keeping the same shoes and the same belt. What happened was I took the in-ear off, right, because I was on my belt, and I handed that to Jackson. Jackson Fox was there. I was like, hold this for a second. I was like, you guys got to help me real quick. It was him and Evan back there. They just happened to be the 2 people back there. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put the pants on. I was like, Evan, put these shoes on for me. And he's like so nervous because I'm yelling at him. And he's trying to put the shoe on and he's not getting. I'm like, all right, I got the fucking shoes. Put my belt on for me, man. And I'm putting the shoes on. And he's trying to feed the belt in. He feeds it in, gets it all the way around. They put the in-ear back on. I'm like, why the fuck is the belt brown? Why is it brown?
Oh,
Because it's a
God.
reversible belt. And I was like,
No.
switch the belt right now. And we fucking yanked this off. We couldn't yank it out though because the in-ear was hooked here, so I couldn't pull the belt. So then Jackson pulls the in-ear off finally, and then we switch it. Whatever. I'm all ready to go. And by that time, you guys have been playing for like 35 seconds
Yeah.
of the intro.
No, more than that.
Well, longer counting
must
Talk
have
a
been.
Lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It
Talk a
felt
Lot,
like-
we already
That's what I'm saying.
looped Talk
Because
a
you guys
Lot at
looped
the end.
Talk a Lot.
We looped that a couple more times than
Yeah.
we normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should have been enough time. But then you guys had to then again drag out an extra 35 fucking seconds at least of Afraid of Dying Alone, which usually is not that long.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, damn. And when I got out there, bro, so out of breath. By the time
From
I
the
got out,
outfit change.
yeah, by the time I got out there, I was like, fuck, this song is so fast. I don't
And
know
it
how I'm
is-
gonna do this.
yeah.
And I was out of like
think-
fighting that song the whole
I
time.
think, did we start slow or did we start fast? It was
It
one
was
or
me.
the other.
Was
we-
it that song though?
I don't
I
remember.
started that song.
I think
Yeah, then it was a different one that I started. That I started slow.
because I looked at you, I was just like just a
Yeah.
little bit faster.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is.
I forget
though.
which one it was too.
Yeah,
Might
that
have been
one.
rowing.
No,
No,
it was
Rowing was
it was
okay.
later on into the set.
I think it
so-
was Try. It was Try for
Maybe,
sure.
yeah.
I started
Oh
it
yeah,
slow.
yeah,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. We reeled it in though.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
what was something else like going through? Anything else like during the show? I tell you, one thing for me was I thought I sounded like shit the
Dude,
whole
you
time.
sound so good.
And I heard.
Wow.
I'm not even lying to you. When McKenna and I just started watching videos of it yesterday. Like started like looking at, and I was like, it did not sound like that.
Dude,
And
yeah,
it
it
was
did,
like,
dude.
I was like,
And like it
how-
didn't even. It sounded better than that video in
Take
person.
that,
dude.
dude.
So
Because I was like, dude, and I swear to God, it sounded like so. I sounded bad. I sounded so bad, and I was like, I'm butchering every song. At one point I was doing fine, and I saw this girl that I think I don't know if this is her or not, but I know there were some girls that like just found me through TikTok and stuff that came out to the show. And I was really excited. Like those are people that don't know me in real life, that they're just coming out, and that meant a lot to me. And I know that Fine is the song that they found me through. And I think I was looking at this girl, and I was like, oh man, I'm ruining her favorite song right now. And I was like, I'm fucking this up so bad. And then I saw the videos, and I was like, oh no, it sounded great, dude. I'm fine. Like literally. But you guys sounded great, and it sounds awesome. When I saw all the videos and stuff, and like listened to the recordings, I was like, wow. I was not to like jerk myself off. I was like, wow, I sounded good. I was like, I'm happy with how I sounded. So, yeah.
I got goosebumps when you did. You know that part that I love of Fine,
Oh yeah, in the second
You're
verse,
like- where you go real hard.
yeah, real hard.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
it gave me goosebumps.
Wow.
You went.
real trap shit.
Yeah, but you definitely went a little extra hard on that one
Yeah,
at that part
yeah,
for sure. I mean, you went extra hard the whole show, but
yeah. I was trying, man. When I walked out, when you guys were out there, dude, it was so awesome, man. I'm just very, very proud of you guys and the way that like we kind of constructed, like I don't know, just the beginning of that show, like from the jam and when it went into rowing, and I heard people cheering like they knew, like recognize the chords, and I was like,
yeah.
fuck, man. And I didn't know at that point. I had not peeked out again. I was like, me and Mike were sitting in the walkway, and he was nervous because he apparently hit both his fucking shins on your riser walking out.
Dude, he fucked his shit up.
The video looks amazing. I just watched it yesterday. Just that clip because I didn't want to like look at everything, but it looked great. So he did a phenomenal job.
Like, did the fall look cool and the comeback?
You can't even tell he fell.
Really?
You have no idea that he fell.
Was he holding the?
He was the gimbal, the
gimbal?
stabilizer. Yeah.
Cool.
But dude, like we're sitting there, and like I had. Yeah, man. I think I got up with 2 minutes or a minute and a half left of your guys' jam sesh, and then I went in because I didn't want to just stand in that hallway for like 5 minutes. So I was sitting down. Mike was giving me a massage, bro. Like I'm like, yo, I gotta chill, man. I peed like 5 times, and then yeah, I was there, and right when I stepped out, and I saw many people there, I was like, damn, that's a lot of people, man.
A lot of people.
And yeah, we just went right into it.
A lot of people
Didn't stop.
thought you were mad at me.
Why?
Cause apparently, after you remember coming up to me and you saying like, "Go dab everybody up" after my solo.
Yeah.
Your face, like, there's a video of it too. Your face looks like you're pissed off at me. When
Oh,
you
because
say
I'm
that.
fucking screaming in
Yeah, I
your ear.
know.
I'm not mad at you. I was
But,
just
like,
telling you to
everybody came up to me and was like, "Did Darren like not want you to do that drum solo or something?" I was like, "No, it's been playing." But I
Yeah.
watched the video. You look pissed.
Really?
off.
Wow.
I just thought because I didn't remember what you told me. I was watching it back.
After
I was
Boom?
like, right after Boom, he comes up to me. He's like, "Go dab everybody up,"
Oh.
because like we're getting off stage and stuff.
Yeah.
And you do look mad because I thought
Really?
I was like, "Man, did he say something?" Right
Yeah.
there? And
No,
then
I was
like-
just
and then
telling
I
you to go.
remembered.
Yeah. I was like, you just killed it. Go get
Yeah.
hype with them
So I
for
think
Radiate because
just
Radiate was coming on. I was
had
like,
some
go have some
RBF,
fun.
dude.
Damn, bro.
Shit.
Well,
That
don't.
reminds me. Remember you couldn't find Simon during radio?
Yeah, I was talking to him
just
about it before the
flipping out.
podcast
I made an
started.
announcement that I would be in the crowd.
Oh,
He
none
did
of us
say that.
remembered that though.
What did you
we
announce
were all
that
like,
to?
"Oh my God, where's Simon? We're about to go back on."
I
Yeah,
did
I
know you were gonna do that, but
Didn't remember.
but you still when you bounced back on,
That was pretty cool, right?
I was dude, it was like because the crowd was going like this, and then all of a sudden on like one of the bounces, fucking our bass player just jumps up on
Dude,
stage.
I was
and
in the
like,
alley back.
Square up.
You're like,
I was
yeah.
running around the back alley, like I was like Simon, because I thought he was like
Ben-
cooling
We
off.
were
and
so
he was,
worried
like,
he
calm.
was gone.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, like the door almost closed. I almost locked myself out in the alley before we went back on.
Oh my god,
You
dude.
came back and I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, we
and
just
then
went on, and then
it
I.
worked out. He collided with me as
Go
I was
back
going
up.
back to the set, so it was like perfect. So yeah, it worked out.
I worry like if we keep performing, I worry about that shit hard. you
What?
know?
Ew,
If someone's just, I'm gonna go smoke a joint.
Someone ODs in the bathroom.
Oh
or
Jesus!
something.
What are we doing?
No.
I'm just
not there.
I'm just kidding.
God damn. What? Okay.
But in hindsight, he did totally say, like, I remember
Yeah.
hearing
He
you
did say that, yeah.
"Can I
That's
go
all we
stand in the
did say.
crowd
Yeah.
when we get off?" Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were like,
How was it?
Yeah, we were.
How was it in the crowd for Radiate? Was it
It was
fun?
cool. I had to fight my way to the front, and then I got there, and then the song ended, and then I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
one.
The
Yeah.
entire time was just you fighting your way through.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty cool.
What were some other high points of the show?
I was getting really nervous before Rain. That's when I got the most sweaty because I was started thinking about it, and I was like, "What's right before Rain? Oh, Best Me," and that one's like perfect because I feel like I
That
could
one
just
went good.
like that
can't-
one
you
was so
probably
good.
can't
But I was
enjoy it.
thinking about that's
Right?
what was
I'm
frustrating.
Like that too.
I was
can't
like
enjoy it, but
playing,
really
and I was
want.
like also at the same time like looking at how I play Rain on Tuesday while I was playing because I was getting so freaking nervous.
man.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah, I think
you were
Rain
right
went
near
bad.
choking, huh?
It did.
Did
I
you-
was.
did you
I got
say-
so nervous.
I thought
like,
Rain
I
on
started,
Tuesday-
Like, dripping.
Oh, I don't want to talk over.
Oh, sorry.
No, I meant my bad. No, you were going. Rain on Tuesday. Somebody came up to me afterwards. It was somebody. I think it was some of your
Somebody's favorite song, or a couple people.
It was like a group. There was like a group of 4 people. Oh yeah, it
It was
was.
their favorite
It was.
set
It was
song.
Nick and his crew. They came up to me and they were like, dude, that one was so fire, man. That was
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Fire.
But for some reason, the bass drum 16th notes were really easy that night. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Cause I know that one
Yeah,
was
you
a
were
struggle.
in
Yeah,
the
that one.
pocket. I
That
felt
one's
that
usually a
too.
struggle for me.
Dude.
It was
I
really
totally
fast.
felt like
but
you
yeah,
were in
it
the
was
pocket
like
with
it was
that.
easier. I was like thinking as I was playing, I was like, this is a lot easier than usual.
Yeah.
So must have been adrenaline or something.
I also just think
that,
like
so.
the sound was like
Yeah.
totally on a different level than we've
It
had
was
it
so
before.
good,
That's how I
dude.
felt, anyways. I felt like
So
it was the first time I could really hear everything.
right. Don't
Yeah,
you
but
think?
it wasn't like too like. Sometimes I feel like we were having that whole clipping thing. None of that happened, which is so not. I mean, of course, it shouldn't happen anyways. I guess it's a venue, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
I was worried about that, but I feel like the sound was just like super good. Like kudos to Kalyn and everybody. who's
Yeah, that was a
doing
good
stuff.
lesson.
Yeah.
That part of it specifically. I don't know if it was just that we weren't paying attention to it as much because there was so much going on, whereas when we're just in the basement, that's the
That's
only thing
true.
you can think about,
That's
what you're
true.
hearing in your own ears.
Yeah.
True.
What you're playing.
Mhm.
But
yeah, I wonder.
it felt really good. I didn't
Did you feel like you could hear yourself most of the time?
Yeah, I thought I could hear myself. Well, again, I thought I sounded way worse than
You
what
were
it sounded
wearing
like
one in,
out
one
on.
out, though, right?
Yeah, I always wear one in, one out because I want to hear people and stuff. And I thought that was helpful. I mean, I actually had none in for like a couple songs or part of a couple songs because I was so sweaty. That was the other thing with the outfit change shit. I was so sweaty that we literally just couldn't get the in-ear
They
back
wouldn't
on my ear.
stay?
Like it would
Yeah.
just like my fucking. It was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Some people in the chat before we move on here. I'm just going to try to jump in here where I've last seen Mike, manager Mike, our stage manager Mike says, "How do you fit all that talent into one room?" Shout out, Mike. Mike's really he held it down the day of the show. He parked all the fucking cars, bro. When I had got done with I got my hair done and I showed back up. I had to show up to the front of the venue because I didn't have time to go around the alley and like figure out whatever. And I called Mike. I was like, Mike, you gotta be outside in like 2 minutes, bro. I need you to park my car because I'm only gonna get these fucking couple minutes to do sound check. And he was there. He parked the van. He found a spot right in front of the fucking venue, so it was such an easy loadout.
He parked my car.
He parked your car, dude. He was doing everything. I had him go get battery. I had him go do a bunch of shit. Him and McKenna got him, McKenna, Coco, Carrigan. They literally there, and my brother and Evan, all Cody too. Everybody that helped the day up, like. Without them, I don't think we would have been able to just have as smooth of a show as it went. Like,
Mike found my wallet. Who
Wow.
knows what would have happened
Who
if
knows?
we didn't find my wallet?
you would have
so.
kept looking and been
Yeah.
gone. Yeah. So that was crazy. Let's get to all right. We talked about what was the high. Your high point was
The solos.
the solos.
Yeah, I like the second one better just
Yeah.
because I don't know, it not being planned just felt more natural for some reason. So.
Yeah.
But
what,
the
the
first
one
one
at the end of the
yeah,
show.
the
that
one
you
right
did?
Yeah.
the,
You're
the
just
very
like,
last
fuck
one.
it.
Yeah, I just had to. It was
I'm
like
getting
a,
the last word.
It was an
bitches.
itch that had
Yeah.
to be scratched, so
Yeah.
I just had to get it out.
It was very
and
on brand.
Yeah, it was.
I was already
It was a
taking
lot
shot
of fun.
in
Well,
the
dude, like
back
when,
room,
dude, like, not on stage every day, man.
Yeah.
I gotta
No,
do,
I get it.
and it was so much fun.
It's okay.
Did
took
you
it.
And
forget?
thank you, and like thank you for allowing me to do that too, dude. Like,
Yeah. You
What was
crushed
Darren
he
has
it,
gonna
man.
given us
do?
all so
Fucking
much, like,
tackle you off the chair?
Huh?
I said, what was he gonna do? Just
Yeah.
tackle you? With
I
the
just
No,
drum
I'm
set?
just like-
snap one of the sticks.
Well, dude, a lot of people came up to me and like said like it felt like I was watching Whiplash, and I was like, tell them how you scream at me during practice and shit. But
Yeah.
you didn't during the show,
Yeah.
and I was a little bummed out. So
Wait, what do you
No,
mean
like,
screaming at you?
Hey,
when you're
The solo?
yeah, like
I
when I'm
did
soloing-
still.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't hear you at all.
Yeah.
Damn. All right,
I was yelling
I stand
loud as
corrected.
shit
Cool.
while you were
That
soloing.
makes me feel better.
Yeah. It was no, the solos were great, man. I thought
Yeah, it
all
was
your
a
guys'
lot- it was
solos
a
were
lot
great.
of fun, and then playing along with Jake's like on Best Me.
I thought
Playing with Jake's
yeah.
solo is one of my favorite
Yeah,
parts
Jake, you
too.
slayed that.
That was
That's
It's because
wavy,
it
man.
rocks
It
so
was-
fucking
yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
dude. It
Yeah.
does rock so hard. And him with like the wah wah pedal.
Yeah,
and
the
shit, it
wah
just
wahs.
sounds
I love
so
the wah
awesome.
wahs.
It just
Yeah.
sounds so cool.
Yeah, dude, that I don't know, that chunk with Pat there was like that was really special for me,
Dude,
man.
yeah.
That was like
I saw some crazy pictures of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I couldn't really pay attention to him.
yeah.
And the times
Yeah.
I was paying attention to him, it was because he was like gonna push me off the stage by accident, or fucking he was knocking over my mic stand.
Yeah.
That boy was born to be a star.
Just a Tasmanian devil up there.
Yeah.
A
dude.
whirling dervish.
Yeah, dude. He could take some people out for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, just a legend, man. It was it was just it was
Pat's
awesome.
a legend. Shout out, Pat.
Shout out Pat, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, Pat.
He's amazing. Yeah, it was just awesome having him there. Just really awesome having him there.
King Pat.
That kid
Um,
is so fucking cool.
Yeah. And then I don't know, I thought Best Me was
Yeah.
super cool. And that was a cool moment, dude, where it's like it's awesome that people were singing songs during the show. For me, as someone who like I'm like writing all these songs, and you obviously want people to like them. And when it was like Best Me and just like being like, hey,
That's the
That
best
was Emma's-
sing along.
Fucking
That
loud.
is
I
the
was like-
best.
Yeah.
Everyone can.
Yeah.
Everyone feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Being
feel like they're
included with
involved
that.
too.
Specific one, you know.
yeah, dude.
All you have to do is yell, "Hey!" Everyone wants to do
Yeah,
that.
dude.
You know.
That was Emma's favorite.
That's
too.
genius.
Yeah.
That was all you, right?
Yeah.
Coming up with the "hey" part.
Yeah, I think I just added that
We
when,
talked about that. Like
yeah.
you just came up with that
when we went to
at Sandlot.
Yeah.
Just in the on the spot, or I don't know. an
Yeah,
hour
well, we just did a
before, or-
practice show. So for people that don't know, we did a little practice thing. There's an open mic at the Sandlots in Salem, and we knew, like, you know, we didn't tell anybody, nothing. We just showed up and we just played. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought, I was like, it was kind of weird. In my head, I was like, it's kind of weird what we're doing here. You know, like we're doing rap songs or whatever. I was like, let me just try to give something that like maybe people will have a little bit more fun. Like maybe they'll think what we're doing is a little bit more fun if I have them do something. And yeah, it worked. And then it was amazing. The videos of that song are crazy, man. Like just hearing that many people fucking shouting, it just, I don't know, so cool.
A lot
So
of people complimented too how like I was telling Jake they thought we like our like friction together was very like good. Like we all played together very well.
chemistry.
Yeah,
Chemistry.
yeah,
Friction
there we
would
go.
be the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Frictionless.
We create a spark
Where's
together.
that dab
you know?
pen? Pass it around.
Yeah.
We create energy together.
Yeah. No, I agree,
But,
dude. It was fun.
Yeah. A lot of people said like we played very well.
That's awesome,
A
man.
lot of people told me my back. Coco always said that too. That my back was just to the audience too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Taya posted a video or whatever, and she was like, Jake, turn around, baby. We want to
Yeah.
see your face. And I was like,
my
yeah.
dad said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
wanna
that's
my-
when Jake was
one of
looking
my-
at me.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
when-
Yeah, all three of you guys and you. But when I
Yeah.
was looking at you, it was more face
Yeah.
forward. You know.
Yeah, I caught Simon looking at me a couple times. That was
Yeah.
nice.
One thing that I don't.
Making some eyes.
What you
Why?
don't realize is that like
Simon
we're all
doesn't look
looking
at
at
these people
we're
a
all
lot,
looking
so
at you
Ben, we
all
look
the
at you a
time,
lot.
Ben.
We all
You're
look
just
at you a
not
lot.
looking at us.
You're a handsome
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like when you were looking at me, I did not see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben.
We all looked at you in that
I was in
moment.
the
We were all
limelight,
staring
baby.
at
I was
you.
blinded by the limelight.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was like I almost fucking died.
All of us
During
were
the
like,
boom
I
thing,
was looking at him too.
all
I was
of
like,
my
please don't.
momentum,
Yeah.
all of
So
In
tell
my
them- explain it
defense-
to them. People have no
Hold
idea
on,
what you're
hold
talking about.
on.
Wait,
Okay,
let, before
go
you
ahead.
do, let
Yeah.
Jake explain what's happening.
well, it really
Let-
wasn't
explain
that
what's
big of a
supposed
deal at all.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
No,
It wasn't.
It's
It's
not.
only because of how much we emphasized it like the
Yeah.
last
But
3
what
days.
is it? So people that are listening have an idea
There
of
was
what
a-
we're arguing
There was
about.
a point in Boom where Ben and I were supposed to cut out, so it was only bass and 808 during your rap part.
Yeah.
So you come in
Right
really
when you
strong.
and Pat come in together.
All of a sudden, everything cuts out, and you have these fucking
Dark.
sick lines that come
Mhm.
in, and it's just extra powerful. And then him and I join back in at the same time, and it's even more powerful after that.
Yeah.
And Darren
I absolutely
was.
fucked it.
It's okay.
You
No,
know,
you
kinda
didn't.
like-
It nobody would know.
You didn't
if we
ruin
didn't
anything,
talk
though.
No,
about
but
it.
I wish because it was a cool concept and it would have been cool, but it didn't ruin anything.
No. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're okay.
In my defense, it was like a week
It's the
before the
adrenaline.
show that we planned it. So.
Yeah.
Well, we did a race meet a day before the show.
Yeah, but I knew that song.
Yeah.
I
so
didn't know
well.
it. I didn't know it.
But no, yeah. That was one where like we had talked a lot about when we were rehearsing. Is like I know you guys wanted cues from me. Like you're like sometimes.
From all of us.
Yeah.
All of us were supposed to be communicating with our eyes.
Yeah. And
Just, especially on this first show, just because, it's like a good safety net.
yeah. And for that spot specifically, I was like, I will let you know. And the videos of that part, you can see me turn around and go like this.
You can see that in the video?
Yeah.
Because I tried to see that in the video.
Yeah.
I tried to see my
I don't
reaction
know
to
if it was quite as exaggerated. It's literally like a me going like to Ben, and then like he doesn't, and I just turn around and start rapping. I was like,
I might have just thought you were rocking
I'll
with
show
me,
you
bro.
after we're done. I've got it on my phone.
Because the video I was watching just happened to be looking elsewhere.
Oh yeah.
Could you also see me going?
No,
I did, and I laughed.
I was like
saw
shaking
you.
my head. I started like having a bad trip at that point. Seriously, I had to talk for the next minute. I
You had to talk
my-
yourself down.
I-
Should have
yeah.
lemon text, dude.
And that's not fair to you. Like whatever.
No, yeah.
I
No.
made mistakes that you guys
I
didn't
get
see,
that.
or maybe you did. I don't know. But
No, but it was like it came off fine, Ben. Like literally, nobody knows. I
Yeah.
asked Cody about it afterward. He was like, "What are you
Nobody-
even talking about?"
I'm gonna go
Like,
cry in the bathroom real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah. Literally nobody
but the
knows.
most
Nobody would ever
important
notice.
people.
Yeah, nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed, man. Nobody. Oh, he is peeing actually. I thought he was leaving. Yeah, dude, that was funny. What about what you guys? You said you guys didn't see the table. Were you guys out there at all?
I
Did
saw
you
the
pee?
video.
I saw
Cole's
the
video.
video.
Yeah,
Shout out Cole. That
Yeah, he
dude's
got some
fucking
good videos.
awesome.
Okay,
yeah, he's
I'm
legit, bro.
bringing him up in
he's
a
a good
second.
drummer.
But that was perfect.
Yeah,
You got royally smacked down.
yeah.
I
Shout
thought you
out
were
to
dead.
Kyle, too.
Yeah.
You played
Shout
it off
out-
so
What
well.
does he say? Fork off. You
Fork off. Yeah,
motherfucker.
his thing. He's got like a fork. Kazile. Shout out Kazile. Shout out POW Entertainment. They it's a wrestling organization based out of like I think Fox Lake, Illinois. They're around there, but they travel all over. And we had the POW heavyweight champion come out on stage, and he ended up putting me through a table. Yeah.
Making you look like a bitch, dude.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he made me. Yeah, McKenna was telling me today that I need to gain some weight, and I remember specifically when we were. I remember specifically when we were practicing that. He was like, we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do for the move, and he goes, "How much do you weigh?" And I was like, "I weigh like." Depends on how much water I'm drinking that day, but between like 175 to 185. Like it fluctuates a lot because I drink a lot of water. But around there, about 180, you could say. And he was like, "Oh, 180, bro? Easy." And he just like laughed. And
180, you're fucking dead.
I was like, "Okay, man." He's like, "Oh, dude, I could toss you around, man." I'm like, "All right. Maybe I do have to gain some weight. Maybe I got to get in the gym."
Ooh, that's a good
but-
thing to talk about. The first time he tossed you around.
Yeah. I've got some footage of that for the doc. That'll be good too.
Okay.
But yeah, we could just
You want to say that one?
yeah, we could save that one. But he yeah, so I got thrown through the table there, and that was fun. I know. Yeah, I want to. I haven't posted any clips of that yet because I'm waiting to post that one. But I think that's something you're not gonna see at many live shows. So I was proud of that.
It was very scary. Both
Yeah?
times,
You were
like,
scared?
3 times. Dude, it's just because
I
the
was
table
hiding.
was so close to the drum riser, and I wasn't
Yeah.
sure which way your head was gonna go.
Mm.
So I
Yeah,
just,
we were all talking about it back then.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "It's
Me and
really
Kalyn
close."
were on the
We were
side of the
literally
stage.
I
like,
did
"God,
want
did
it.
you
I
see
did
how
want it
close
more
that was?"
forward, and they just
Yeah.
like where they set it, the cushion had already fallen.
So you
I
couldn't do
know.
anything about
Yeah.
So I couldn't
My
do anything.
dad said he noticed that the table was puffy.
Shh. Tell your dad to shut his
And
mouth.
I was like, it wasn't though. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, I just knew something. I knew that
Yeah,
table was
yeah.
gonna break.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, fuck you. You're 60 years old.
yeah.
you wouldn't know good craftsmanship.
it.
That's hilarious.
That part
Um,
was epic though. That was
You played it off so well. I like because Ben and I were standing on the side, but I was literally like, is he actually okay? Like, is he actually gonna get
Yeah.
up? I was like, is this the time that he's actually not gonna get up? You played it off really well.
You're good at
Yeah.
faking being hurt.
Yeah, your eyes
McKenna,
were closed.
how
and you were
how
like, I
is
was
he
like,
when
oh
he
my
gets
God.
sick? Is he
Hurt?
like a real baby when he's sick? Yeah,
Just-
I could see that.
You
did
guys,
it hurt? Be honest.
yeah.
It didn't. It didn't.
Not at
No,
all?
Not at all.
You think that was
Nothing?
adrenaline, or do you
Because
think it really
adrenaline,
just
or-
didn't hurt?
I mean,
Did he
when we
cradle you?
practiced it the first time, it didn't hurt.
Besides
and
when
the
it
second,
was on the concrete.
the concrete one when I hit my head and my elbow, yeah, that hurt.
That hurt.
That hurt
But
pretty
in
bad.
the grass, it didn't.
Grass didn't hurt at
Yeah.
all. And then when we did that one on stage, it didn't hurt at all. It was like, I
I'm
mean, and I'm
glad.
sure maybe a little bit, maybe it did hurt a little bit of the adrenaline. I didn't feel a thing, dude. I was like, I just have to lay here for
Are
a
you
minute.
calling pro wrestlers fakers?
Don't do that, bro, because Isle's gonna pop out and throw me through this window. Is what he's gonna end up doing.
Did you notice that the legs didn't break again?
Yeah, yeah, they
Not a
didn't. break.
single one.
No, that's
some-
okay.
That's some Ben Gold craftsmanship right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, dude, that's
Hey,
the
No
guarantee.
matter what you do, you can't make shit weak.
That's the
It's always strong.
guarantee
You
that
make
no
sure
matter
sturdy
what,
shit,
your
bro.
table legs will not break.
You don't drive a Ford maroon truck at all, do you?
Fuck
None of you
no.
guys? Okay.
I didn't drive here.
Oh,
I
okay.
carpooled
cool.
with Jake. Thank you, Jake. Shout out Jake
We're good.
for the carpool.
I drove
Just somebody's getting
Ford
towed right now,
maroon
so.
Crown
Damn.
Victoria.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
a truck though.
Well, you're good. You should be safe.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
people are getting
Ford
towed.
and it's maroon.
Check 2 of the 3 boxes.
Fuck.
All right, I want to know real quick before we get into some goofy shit. Post show, man, or unless you have something. What do you have?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Cole Mulcahy.
Such a good drummer.
I don't know
Better
if he
drummer
talked to
than
you
me.
guys. I don't know if he talked to you guys at the bar, but that dude gave out some wicked compliments about all of us.
Oh, really? I didn't get a lot of
Yeah.
time to talk
We
to
had a
him.
hype
I mean, it means a
to
lot
make
coming
the
from
show.
another musician, you know.
Yeah, I've never had someone else talk me up to other people so much. Like, he's a really
Yeah,
good hype
Cole's
man.
good shit.
Yeah,
He's
and
a
he's
sweet
like,
kid.
Well, first off, too, let's take a step back. This man was so bummed he was going to miss this show because he serves in the military. He's in the National Guard,
Is that
right?
Army
Army-
Reserve.
Reserve,
Yes.
an Army Reserve, and he had gotten like basically told a couple months ago that he was going to have to do this like training thing or this drill thing for this week, and it turned out that he ended up this week, like 2 days beforehand, telling Ben and telling, I'm sure he told you as well, that he was like, hey, there's a good chance I get off early on Friday and I'm driving 5 fucking hours straight to the show.
Yeah.
And he did.
That's exactly what he did.
From Iowa.
And he was jamming with us the whole. I saw him in the crowd the whole time, man. He was going so hard, and I didn't get to talk to him a lot. He was here actually. He came to my house afterwards for a little bit, but we got to talk for like 2 minutes, so we didn't get to really talk. But yeah, man, he's awesome.
Yeah, and he was
Love that
awesome enough to let me borrow his really nice cymbals that cost a lot of money, and I broke one. But that's all right.
Yeah,
He
that's
said
what you
it
should
was.
do.
He said it was worth it. So.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Anything else before I ask you guys about like post show stuff? Anything else about during or question? If you have questions,
would like
for
to
anybody else specifically.
ask, just Tay always does this. Can everyone give a high and a low of while we were on stage? Can we go around the list
Okay.
and get everyone give their favorite part and their least favorite part?
You start, Jake.
Okay. My low was
Yes, everyone
probably
start with their low too.
the
by way.
fucking the outfit change.
Yeah.
I was really exhausted by that point,
Yeah.
and then
It took.
once again starting to kind of just like trip out a little bit, and I kept looking at Kalyn. I was explaining to you, I think,
Yeah.
how every time we circled back to the turnaround, I was just like, please start singing, please start singing,
Yeah.
please start singing,
Yeah.
and then you didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. Then a second goes by, and I'm like, it's got to be the next one. No, it's fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like 5 fucking times, I kept looking at Kalyn, and my smiles were slowly just melting into like,
Worse and worse.
what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
I just didn't come back out.
That was probably my low.
Yeah. What was I?
Your solo.
Aw,
I thought about,
really?
and I'm not even just
Oh
saying
my
that.
god, I want
I-
to hear it now. I don't even remember what I played.
Easily the best solo I've ever heard you do.
Oh my gosh,
And-
that's so nice.
The joy in your face when you were soloing.
Yeah, I was having a good time.
Not to mention, I love a good key solo. You know.
Yeah,
And you were at that point you were ringing on a couple notes.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
Oh,
That was
fuck.
actually one of the times I
That
messed
was,
up
I had a lot of.
Did you
shows
notice?
where-
No, I
Did-
was not.
did-
Yeah,
at the
no.
beginning of your solo when I went quiet.
Oh,
Remember
I
that?
didn't notice,
No.
but I think it was okay. I doubt anybody noticed.
Hopefully not.
I really want to hear it though, because a couple people told me that, and I just like I don't.
You said something at the end too. You were like,
Did I?
I was like, your solo was so good, and you're like, everyone was giving me so much energy.
Yeah, that's what it was though. Like honestly, that's
Did you see
probably
the
why,
hands? I
'cause
got
if-
people putting their
Oh,
fucking hands
nice.
up for you, bro.
That's what it had to be. It was
Yeah,
magic.
bro.
There was some shit in the air.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
That
feel like
was
when
you,
we're
dude.
in the basement, it's like a different vibe
Yeah.
than like people
Yeah.
screaming. Not to mention, like my best friend was like right in front of me to the right. There's so many videos of her like she screamed the whole show. I don't know if you heard her, Darren. I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
Um,
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but she was like screaming the whole time. So it was just like kind of funny and like I don't know. It was fun. But thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear it now.
Hold on.
No, it was good shit. We should. Can we order some pizza? Well, we're almost to the end. I feel like maybe we should order some pizza so we don't have to go somewhere after this.
So good.
Does that sound like a good idea? Just cheap.
I was
something cheap.
thinking about Black Sheep though, dude.
No,
That
I know.
poutine, dude.
Yeah,
I
we got to get
can't-
Black Sheep to sponsor
dude,
this podcast, bro.
Literally. And Liquid Death, dude. My brother watched the podcast. He was because he likes Liquid Death a lot too, and he was like,
That's why he
you're
watched?
trying to get the sponsor."
Yeah.
Well, just
Oh.
for me, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I
he
get
didn't watch just to see you taste
Just to
test
see the-
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
no.
Still
Okay.
doing highs and lows.
Highs and lows, Simon.
Low. I felt a little rusty on
Into the
different
mic, brother.
Different cities. I felt a little rusty. I don't know. I just couldn't get my footing right away. But I don't know. I kind of fell into it. I was playing like all the right notes, I know, but it's just the timing was kind of off.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt a little goofy at first, but it kind of evened out towards the end.
Yeah. Luckily, I dragged the beginning of that one out, so it gave you
Yeah.
some time to get back
Yeah,
on.
thanks.
What was the high?
Best Me is always super fun to play. I was
Yeah.
really excited to play that for everyone. So
Yeah, dude.
Best Me is always fun.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It's my favorite.
Ben.
The low was probably like when you were talking about like when just the intro, just because right around then, like mid song of Afraid is when like I started feeling tired,
Yeah.
and then like adrenaline hit out of nowhere afterwards. But freaking, I think that's when I like pulled something in my arm because it still hurts today,
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
and it hurt freaking loading all the shit
Yeah.
back into your basement and shit. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Right there, I was just worried. I was worried something went wrong. right
It's only
there.
many things did go wrong. So yeah,
Well, it wasn't like I was
We worked it
worried,
out.
like
We
something
worked it out.
happened to you.
someone was waiting with a gun backstage.
No. Okay. You're not like John Wilkes Booth in you.
Yeah, dude, maybe. I don't know. What was the high? What was
The high, I don't know. I really did enjoy Jake's guitar solo. I do like Best Me a lot, and like the crowd reaction for Best Me was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude.
And I like the little offset crash on the big hey part. So
Yeah.
it's just a fun song to play, and everybody pretty much killed it on that.
Yeah. that
And
was
the
fun.
little like quiet part where you and Pat did the push up too. That's so cool. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that was
it's
funny.
just a fun song.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna go for a really long time, but I was like, damn, the stage isn't like the stage just wasn't high enough where like most people can't fucking see me. So I was like,
You should have done them off like the riser.
I thought
like,
about it
angled.
after, but those are easy to do, and then someone would have,
Oh, whatever, dude.
you know, they'd be like, oh, that's easy.
Whatever. It would have been easier to see you because you would have been like.
I know, but it would have been
angled up.
easier to
You could
do.
have
Though.
decline.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
feet on the
I could have done
Yeah, I could've-
declines
yeah,
harder. Yeah, I
dude.
should have done decline. That would have been better.
Fuck.
Yeah, but then they would have seen me even less.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, we saw your feet.
They would have saw my feet. Yeah. Okay.
Some people are into
And
that.
your ass.
Some people are into that. Yeah, some people are into that.
Yeah.
Some people.
What about you, Kalyn? What was a low and then a high?
I don't like. I wasn't. There wasn't really like a big low for me. I feel like I was coasting, but I think probably the same thing. That transition for sure was just like it just felt like okay. Like I hope he's okay. Like so, I think that was
Come back out.
yeah. I think that just felt like the only time that I was like kind of taken out of it. I was getting tired though. Like after probably like sick of home, I could just feel it. Like I was like, oh, the adrenaline's kind of starting to like wear off or something. But I feel like highs. Anything with 808 was really fun because I just felt like so powerful.
Yeah.
Because the whole like room would
felt
shake
so
just like by
cool,
pressing
dude.
a
Oh, yeah.
button.
Yeah, damn.
That was such a good addition.
The break,
Yeah.
the breakdown
best
talk
thing.
a lot.
Yeah. I also
Sounded
just
so
like
cool.
loved our little jam sesh. I thought that was like really
That's always
That was super
cool. It was cool going into Rowan too. I feel like it was like really smooth and a
Yeah.
good start.
Dude,
I
my
loved it.
stepdad's video of you during you were in it a lot during talk a lot, and how high you jumped during the 808. Like, dude, you must have cleared like 4 or 5 feet. I
That's
swear to
what
God,
Taya
you like
said, too.
you looked like a slinky. Dude.
I was trying to not
You
jump that
fucking-
high.
You got
be
up
honest with
there,
you.
dude. You were fucking
You were
jumping.
jumping
so
jack.
Oh, really?
high,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Oh,
Taya
wow.
It
was
was
like,
crazy.
Darren jumps so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nuts.
I
It
was really doing
nuts.
my best to like not jump because I like.
No, the jumping was
It
appreciated.
was cool.
Oh, wow.
It looked
Yeah,
awesome.
people.
Because dude, you literally like slinkied up.
Well,
It
I
was
just
like Spider-Man.
yeah,
It
I
was
just
dope.
felt weird. I'm not used to like in ears yet. Like I mean, we've been practicing with him for a long time, but I've never like it was attached to my belt. I never had it like that, and I was just scared that I was gonna jump. Like I could have jumped higher. I was like genuinely trying to not jump very high. I was like, if I jump too high, this is gonna fall out.
Dude, what's your vertical?
This
Have
sounds
you
like a
measured it?
Ben.
Jeez.
This sounds like Ben's talking right now.
Yeah.
I could have went through the roof.
Yeah, I could have.
I could have grabbed that.
Could have brought
that
20
rafter-
sticks.
That rafter that was up there, I probably could have grabbed that.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see
Easily,
that. Yeah,
bro.
I can see that actually.
You
Jump
could
off the
grab
riser,
that.
run and jump
Yeah.
off the riser.
I don't need the.
You should have
rafter.
Eddie Veddered it, dude. Climbed in the fucking rafters.
That would have been crazy.
Would've been
No, I would have
nuts.
fell off. That would have been bad. Yeah. Okay.
Probably would
that's
have
good.
got banned from the venue. Honestly.
Yeah. No, you know what's really cool? So we left the banner. We left the banner there, and I just got it back today. I went and stopped in, and the guy who was originally going to be our load-in guy, like day of show stuff, it was his birthday the day of the show, so he wasn't able to do it. He was like, he talked to me today, and he was like, dude, I heard nothing but great things. The guy who did our load-in, he was like, said nothing but great things about you and your people. Like, you guys did an awesome job.
He was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, he
I
said,
mean, as a person, like
yeah.
greeting and like just getting to know him, helping out with stuff. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Easy to work with too. so.
Yeah, man, and he's like, dude, everybody that was working said it was an amazing show. They said people had a lot of fun, and I mean, we're excited to, they sent me an email today saying they were very proud, they were very excited and happy, pleased with how it went, and that they would like to work with us again soon. So.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
good
Yeah.
news.
So that's
That's
really
awesome because I really like that venue.
I loved that venue.
really
man.
like that
and
venue.
and we were damn near. I feel like we could sell it out.
Oh, I think.
I think
yeah,
after
I think we could.
after what people saw, I think we could.
Wait, what's your high?
Yeah, high and low.
Yeah, what's your high
yeah.
and low? Thanks, Coco.
Sometimes I hate when Taya asks me this question, so I get how you feel.
Yeah,
But you gotta answer it.
yeah. Okay, I'll try to think some. I mean, there's like a couple highs I think of. I'll do low first, right? The outfit change was tough, and I felt so bad for. I told Evan and Jackson afterwards. I was like, dude, you guys, there was nothing you could have done. It was not your fault at all. It was literally all me. Like I
Think
was
Coco could have done
I
better?
was just drenched in sweat. And I had it, dude. When I tell you, like, before I went out, I had it all set up. My pants, the new pants, I had them unbuttoned. I had the shirt on top of the other shirt, like, ready to go. I had everything ready. So, like, the fact that everything that could have went wrong did go wrong, that's probably low. Because, I just knew you guys were fucking hanging out there. And I was like, fuck the whole time. So that's probably it for, like, lows.
That's a mutual low.
Yeah,
Between all
and then
five
I
of us.
think I mean I was pissed that I forgot that I redid the first verse of What You Want, but that was like again it was one of those things where it's like 90% of people had no idea. I bet everybody had no idea.
The
but-
only one I noticed was Erase Me. That was the only one.
yeah, I mean that was the only one I made a joke
Yeah,
about it.
that
I'm
was
sure
the
if I
only
would have just
reason I
fucking kept
noticed, I
going, I
think,
would have.
yeah.
People wouldn't have even realized.
I'm proud of you for having that perspective out of both
We're-
of those.
Did we
Yeah.
get stuck in a
I
loop
just
Everyone
for a
was
song?
like yelling at you about that perspective for so long.
on that, like trying to
Yeah.
end it.
We were trying to
nobody
end
can
one
notice.
song.
I feel
don't
like we
know.
did.
I remember
too.
Kalyn and I kept looking at each other like, "Are we gonna
I'm
end
trying to
this?"
think of what it was.
Was it
But
early
I
on?
thought you were stuck in a loop for a second.
Was it Talk a Lot?
Because it could have been Talk.
I think it was Talk
Yeah,
We
a Lot.
I was supposed to do that.
You were supposed to.
Afraid
I
and
wanted
then
to.
Afraid went.
I feel like it might have been
Oh,
on
gotcha,
Fine
yeah, I
too.
remember
Was
that.
it? Because you know how we end on like the triplet, like the
But we
one
did.
and
No,
two.
we
Did we
ended
end like
okay.
that? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah,
end
we
like
did
that?
end
But
okay.
I
Going,
went
yeah.
one more. You're saying I went one more bar than I was supposed to?
In Talk a Lot?
No, and
It might-
fine.
I
don't
went
remember.
over. I went one snare hit over. On
I feel
one
like Talk a
ending.
Lot went longer, but I don't think it was like if I was in the audience, I wouldn't have perceived that as like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was
think.
just nervous.
Should have went two more, honestly.
Yeah, kept going. Yeah,
Yeah, what's your high?
yeah. I don't know. I mean, walking out was really cool. Like that was. I didn't have it honestly until right now. I really didn't like think about it in the moment. I just like I could feel everybody, like it felt heavy for sure. But I was like it felt like I was maxing out on like a bench press. It was like, all right, there is a lot of weight on my chest right now, but I'm just gonna fucking. And I'm glad it was that song because that song is a song where I am just fucking, kind of coming at you, just rapping at you, really, and wanted to make people feel me. So I felt like it was cool. I did have a lot of people come up to me afterwards and be like, I'd never seen that side of you, man. Like I'd never, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, man, that's me. I don't know. Like that's just a part of me. So I was really happy with how that went. And it was so fun to come out and like, just like run across the fucking stage, like back and forth and just like rapping that shit. Like I was like, damn, the stage is big. Like all these fucking people are here for us. Like it was like, that was special. And then getting to have Pat come out, man, like that was super cool. And I thought like, in my head, I guess for the whole show, dude, like everything was in my head away. And I just had to turn that into a real thing. And it felt like it was like, it's real, man. Like from everything, I mean, from the 3-song stretch of Pat, like I had been just telling you guys about it for the longest time. I'm like, this is how it's going to work. And I promise you, it's going to feel sick. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And when it happened, dude, I was just like, damn, man. Like I almost like, I teared up a little bit when he gave me a hug. I was like, damn, like it fucking worked. And like the same thing with like your guys' intro, man. Like I didn't have time to be emotional about it at all, but I was just like, that was something I remember when I think I first brought it up, you guys were like, I don't know. And the fact that like, that was a high point for some people and it probably felt awesome for you guys, you know what I'm saying? And so like that, I don't know, bro. It was just kind of like very, validating, very like it was just a real experience. It was like all the shit that I was saying, it happened, and I was like I don't know, to see it go, if it's up here and like you believe it and you're telling people about it and you're like I promise, but then it actually does happen, and even though you knew the whole time or you were saying the whole time it was gonna happen, when it does, you're still like, whoa. So like that was cool, man. That was really cool. So I don't know if there's like a specific high, but that was really awesome. I loved doing Best Me with Pat. It was super fun. I was happy. I thought I sucked ass during Fine, but listening to it back, I was like, wow, that's awesome. I hope people enjoyed that. And Worried felt awesome. I do remember Worried, like just having the 808s hit and just fucking like I know I told you guys before I wasn't gonna talk to the crowd until after Worried, and I loved that. I loved that.
Yeah.
It was just like people like waiting for like a tension release, and it was like, nah, like you're gonna sit here, you're gonna listen to this fucking 808. I'm just staring at people, and that felt awesome, man. I was happy about that. So those would be like some of the highs for me, and all your guys' solos too, by the way. I don't know. It might sound like corny or whatever, but I was just like really cool. I felt very grateful and fortunate to be up there with you guys. Like, all you guys just, I mean, you guys are taking care of me. It's me and the music. So fucking pull you guys out of there. It's just me. You know,
Right
it
back
wouldn't work
at
the
you,
same.
dude.
So,
Really.
Yeah, I'd like to make that apparent to the public that I'm sure you guys feel the same way. I told you at Fuel, you did a very good job of not making that feel like the Darren Rita show
Yeah.
to us. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
it just felt like a big fucking. We all got an equal spotlight. You know,
Yeah.
and that meant a lot. You did a really good job of orchestrating that. And I know that's what you wanted. I know that was your intention.
Yeah, yeah.
And you executed it.
Well, yeah, thanks, man. I mean, that I wanted there to be moments for everybody to like shine, and like, cause I just know how talented you guys are, cause I'm rehearsing with you guys and I'm talking to you guys all the time. So it's like, it's almost like I just want to show people that. It's like you guys don't have to do anything you don't already do, cause you guys are already that good. I just wanted to figure out a way to make it so that people will be able to see that and show them that. And I thought it went well, man. It was like, yeah, it was cool. Very cool.
Yeah, dude. Pat texted me yesterday, and he was like saying, it's just so cool to see, like, from when I sent you guys the cover of Boom, like 5 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then from now, I don't know if you got a chance to look at it, but when I was going back in like our Snapchat feed of that, it was just like you and me going back and forth about like talking about doing this one day. And that was like it'd be cool for you to look at when you get some time.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to look at.
Yeah.
Because we're both like, yeah, dude, we'll fucking get this going or whatever. And it was
Yeah, years go by.
fast forward, finally happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That was something I've always wanted to do it this way. I've always wanted to do it, and I've fought with so many people, man. Like, so many people in my life where they're just like, tell me what I should do. Like, oh, you should do this, or you should do that, you should. And I wanted it like this way, and I don't know, man. I'm so appreciative that like you guys helped me to do it that way. Like, I didn't want to. I know I've talked to you guys a whole bunch about this. You probably are sick of hearing it, but there's just a way that people do things, especially in hip hop. And I love fucking hip hop. This is no disrespect to anybody, but like in the live scene, especially when you're on a fucking underground independent level, there's just a lot of shit about it that I don't like about the way it's ran with like promoters and like 100 artists each getting to play for 5 minutes just so that this guy who's running this event can make some money because he's making pretend there was a rap event that we're all rappers.
Mm-hmm.
They would book all of us and basically beg us to squeeze our parents and our close friends and family $30 to come see us play for 5 minutes, and you got to sit through all these other trash artists. And I don't like that, man. I wanted to see what the draw would be for this, and I wanted to do it. I care about the music I make, and I produce a lot of it, and I wanted to fucking hear it played, and I don't know, man. I'm proud of that. I'm just like so proud of that, and hearing it back now in the videos, I'm like, dude, that I was fucking right. That's all I can say. Like, I don't know if maybe that makes me a fucking egomaniac, but I was like, no, I was fucking right. Like, seriously, man, I had so many times where like these people would like just be so disrespectful to what I was doing because I wouldn't do some feature for them, or I wouldn't do
How
this
they were doing it.
Yeah, doing it how they were doing it, and like they would just be so rude about the way I wanted and what I had seen, and like to go in to a venue. I mean, and shout out to Paps, they let us do it, and they fucking loved us after, and they were super nice after. But like, they had to be like, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we knew that.
There's no way they were letting people. People were just walking in through the front doors during sound check.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do that during a normal show.
No.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know, man. Just to come in and be like, nah, this is fucking for real, and it's something you've not seen before, and it's something you're not gonna see again, and like we're gonna set the precedent, and like, yeah, man, I'm just proud of that.
Dude, I'm proud of it too. It was literally like you planned everything. You're the mastermind behind all of it too. It's crazy. We're
Quarterback.
We're just musicians.
Yeah, no, you guys.
I'm not like,
yeah,
down talking us either.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
But, like, you are like your own manager. You own your own business, everything, dude. So like, I don't know.
All right,
It's
man.
crazy.
Wait, can I do a high and low really quick?
Oh, Coco wants to do a high and low.
Yeah.
Give me your seat. For 2
Okay.
seconds.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go pee. Okay,
Okay.
hi.
Okay. Well, put your headphones on so you know how loud
Oh
you are.
shoot. Oh
Or just
yeah.
put one of them in. I just know.
What's up? What were you gonna say?
No, nothing, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is
okay.
Coco, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
you know her if
guys.
you watch the podcast. She's amazing.
I cannot hear myself in these at all, so
Okay, that's
hopefully
okay.
I'm not screaming.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah. So Milo, I accidentally made enemies with Big Ty. That was
Oh.
my first time meeting him, and what happened was I was doing the merch before the show. And
Yeah.
then Logan and Evan came, and then they were like, but just so you know, we have to leave at Glued so we could, like, move the table on stage.
Yeah.
So, like, if you could find someone, like, go talk to Big Ty and, like, send him back there. And I was like, oh, for sure, man, I got you. So I find him in the crowd. Dude's, like, dancing with this girl, like, having a good time, enjoying the concert. I'm like, dude, Logan, he needs you to get back at the merch. When the show ended, I see that Big Ty's still at the merch stand. Like, he was there the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, so, which I don't think is my fault, but I did send him back
Oh
there
my
in the
God.
first place. So,
Yeah.
Who was in charge of
sorry?
relieving him?
I don't know who was really. They were making their own schedule.
yeah, so that. But, my high had...
Shout out Ty for holding
Yeah.
it down, man. I pointed
Shout
him
out
out. I
Ty,
was
man.
pointing at him.
That's the guy. But my high was definitely like being in the crowd and be able to sing the songs. That was fun. And then on different cities for the encore, I see Jackson Fox in the corner dancing, and I'm like, that's so funny. So I find Pat, and I'm like, Pat, let's go on stage. And then we find Mike, and we're like, let's just get the people back on stage. And I'm like, yeah. And we're grooving, having a good time. And then I'm like, dude.
And then what
And
happened?
then, yeah, you
I was dancing with Jackson
give him a
Fox.
little twerky.
And then, but I was nice. You can see in the video where I literally asked for consent. I'm like, yo, Jackson, can I throw it back? And
Yeah.
he said, yeah.
He said, "Hell yeah, baby."
Yeah, but another thing.
You're never beating those allegations, bro. You are a furry.
Dang.
First of all, I knew he would say yes, though, because I saw one of my ops in the crowd during the songs. And I was like, oh, shoot. And then when I ran backstage before I went on, I was like, I got to make sure I look good. So I like threw on some more lip gloss. And I was like, shit, do I look hot? Like I said that out loud. And Jackson Fox goes, I mean, I'd hit it. So I'm like,
Yo, shout out Jackson Fox. He is a
Shout
fucking
out
legend,
Jackson
man.
Fox.
I'm
Such a
so
cool
grateful.
guy.
he's my
Coco, I have a
boyfriend.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
So why'd you decide to twerk on him during like one of the slowest songs in the set?
You know, I don't have a real answer besides it just felt like what needed to be
It felt
done.
right. It felt
I was like, this is what the people want, and this is what the people deserve.
Yeah,
So,
That is that,
especially Jackson.
that did need to be seen. That did
You're
need to be seen.
welcome.
Thank you, Coco.
Okay, bye.
We love you, Coco. Thank you. We'll give her some snaps here. Look at that. Okay. So we name dropped a lot of people today. So if they don't, if the people didn't come to the show or they don't watch this podcast, and you're just like stumbling upon this episode, that would be weird. First off, secondly, you won't have any idea who these people are. So let's put some faces to some names. Pat was our special guest, right?
Big tall guy.
Big tall guy from the show. Pat sent us in a video to. You got to close it, and then go reopen it, and then it'll be there. So Pat sent us in a video of him. He's back in New Mexico, or as I like to call it, Pat Mexico.
It's
And he sent us this. So McKenna's gonna pull this up so that they can see. Switch to tier list. Yep, it's gonna get a little crazy for a second. That's okay.
The vodka raccoon.
And there he is.
Look at that beautiful.
Yeah, just make it full screen.
So handsome.
And this is P. Dizzy. This is what he said to us. I haven't heard this. So, by the way, Patrick sent me this. I asked him to send us something, his thoughts, his feeling, however he was feeling, whatever. And I have not watched it. I just downloaded it so that we could see it.
He looks good.
It's P Dizzy coming at you live from New Mexico
where I am eating Popeyes right now and unloading my car that is here with me on base. But enough about me. How about last Friday with the band? Because, man, not even just the band, too. The crowd, just the whole thing as a whole, it blows my mind. It makes no sense. I love everybody that was a part of the band. I love everybody that showed up, even if I don't even know who they were. It was just dope as fuck. It was a great time. Darren killed it. Had to buy some merch. Forgot to buy more merch before I left, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. He still got some, I think. I hope, because I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to need that sweatshirt if it's not all gone. And if it's gone, then, I don't know, I might just cry in my dorm room alone with myself since I don't have any of the band members here with me. But they killed it. Shouts out to the drummer, the guitarist, the bassist, and the keys, the pianist. Ben, Jake, Simon, and Kalyn.
Wow.
And most importantly, shout out to Rita. You motherfucking day one since like shit. I probably talked to you the first time in 2nd or 3rd grade. Yeah, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Maybe 1st grade, but I don't really remember much of 1st grade. I think this thing was still trying to develop, trying to open itself up, you know? But anyway, love y'all. Do good things, and I'll try to keep doing good things as well.
Dude, that was the best thing I've ever seen
He was
in
still
my
drunk.
life.
He was definitely still drunk.
That was awesome.
for you guys,
That was amazing.
just to fill you guys in, Pat was pretty much awake for what, like
4 days, 5 days.
67 hours out of the 72 hours he was here.
Yeah.
And he was probably drunk fucking 60 of
He's having
those
a good time.
hours.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
dude.
legend. I don't know anyone else that could do that.
No, man. He's built different. That's that's Pete Izzy.
I lost my breath from watching. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Got pretty abstract there.
Yeah.
It's like me, dude.
I love that guy, dude. He's awesome.
What a
Shout out
guy.
Pete Dizzy. He's a legend. If you missed him at the show, you missed something. That when he got on there, bro, it was like shit, bro. He shut it down. Like he really did. So if you missed that, you missed out big time. Shout out Pete Dizzy. So those were his post-show thoughts. Now, if you guys don't know, I mentioned him a couple times, but Michael Scott, who's been helping us out behind the scenes a ton. This dude, like I said, held us down. All the bullshit we needed, he did for us. But aside from that, you know, Mike did start a YouTube channel a year and some change ago. He hasn't posted much on it, but he had this crazy idea not long ago, and he's finally acting on it. That idea is that he is longboarding from his place in Palatine, Illinois, so right outside of Schaumburg, north of Schaumburg, to Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, so we did look up a good destination.
And he is, he started today. So
Wait, so he's doing
He's
it.
gone.
listen, I made him share. I got a Life 360 account to see how far so I can track him. I know
Yeah.
exactly where he is right now.
Well, for reference,
Wait, check
me
it
and
out.
Jake looked up what the trek would be from about, I'd say, Kenosha area to Tallahassee. On a bike ride, it was 4 days and 5 hours. It wouldn't give me a path for walking, so we had no idea. But it was like 1,100 or 1,300 miles.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he is
That's
he
what
is
Ben said.
allowing himself to hitchhike if he can get rides.
Valid.
So very good. Today was day one, and day one. So he started in Schaumburg, right? So I'm gonna show you. Oh, they won't be able to see it all on the screen. But I'll show you so you can kind of see this.
Does he have a
And-
tent?
He does have a tent. I made
Okay,
sure he
good.
bought a
Me and
tent.
Jake were talking about that as well.
I was like on his ass like a mom. Like, you got to make sure you have this. You got to make sure you have that.
Did you
Where
pick
is-
up any longboard tools or anything?
I don't think so. No, man. All right, so he was like up here, near like in between Woodstock and Crystal Lake. He's here now.
extra set of bearings or an extra set of wheels.
So this is where he is now, guys. He's down near the bottom half of Chicago.
Shit. He didn't even bring
Um,
a T-tool.
He's doing it.
He
Longboarded the whole
longboard.
way?
He got some rides. I can see when he goes a long distance. It'll give me a notification and say like Mike just finished a blank drive.
You can
went
sketch on the
south.
cars too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll get you going.
Like, is he like following the interstate, like the expressways though, or is he like going on back roads?
I don't know, man. I think he's going the interstate mostly. Scary, man. He so he did. I will show the camera this if they'll be able to see it at all. He did fall off already and cut himself
Poor guy.
and gash his leg there.
Oh.
Yeah. Did they see it? What? Oh, let's see if we can get it.
Were those pants already?
The lighting's real bad. You can't see, can you? Damn. Yeah, that's
Were
tough.
the pants already ripped, or was that from the
I don't know,
crash?
man. But if you didn't see this, look at this. Bloody
my
hand, legs fucked
He has,
up.
does he have like a first aid kit?
Fuck.
Like, some
I don't know,
supplies?
man. I don't think he does, but yeah, yeah, that's him. That's our guy. So Mike, though, in his travels, amongst his travels, I asked him to send us in a video today. I don't know if he updated us on his travels or if he said something about the show, but I haven't watched it. I just downloaded it, and McKenna's got it pulled up.
Sorry, I thought it was away from my.
What was
covered my
that?
mouth. It was a burp.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Went right into the mic.
So this is Mike letting us know what's going on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it from Mike. Yeah. Turn it down. Yeah, put it like halfway.
Okay, video about the show. It was amazing. It honestly still gives me chills to think about it. Even though I didn't really do too much, I was just helping out, like moving stuff. Just like watching the final product, because I was not there every single practice, but 90%. Seeing you guys progress was amazing, and then seeing the final product was next level, dude. It was crazy. It was amazing. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's all I got. It was speechless. I'm speechless about it. And on tour soon. We're gonna go on tour soon, bro.
What was it?
I don't know what he's. No, he heard it. He heard it. Wow, thank you, Mike. Shout out Michael Scott there. He did hold us down. Yeah,
Missed that guy so much already.
yeah, man, I miss him
Worried
too.
about that boy.
I'm worried about him. I got him
for
on.
sure.
I got him on Life 360. I'm tracking his ass.
Are you
So
gonna do like a zoom in podcast with him, like halfway maybe?
no,
No.
I want him to just come back and be
me
alive.
Too, me too.
Hoping he
Very
gets-
worried
hoping he
about
gets
that
done
boy.
soon. But yeah, man, that's what else we got, man. What else you guys got from the show? That's I just wanted to get those people's perspectives. Anything after the show that stood out to you?
Fucking you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. None of us have ever seen Darren high or drunk.
Yeah.
But goddamn, were you high and drunk?
Wait,
after
you
that
got
show?
high and drunk?
No, it
Oh.
was figuratively.
I was like, God damn, what the fuck happened?
What the hell? I missed it.
No. Yeah,
Your
I mean,
pupils were so big.
Yeah.
They were so fucking big, and they wouldn't stop being big. And you were just kind of like giddy.
Yeah.
Was it serotonin's the upper, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dopamine.
No,
Dopamine and serotonin.
yeah, both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I just.
You guys not? Do you remember him after the show?
I just remember he was just getting like bombarded with people, and then you were behind the bar and doing a bunch of shit behind the bar. So
That was like my other high. Was you after the show? That was
cool.
I
Yeah?
don't. I don't know. I mean, McKenna, can you speak on that? Have you ever seen him like that before? Oh. I don't think you needed to talk to him. He was walking around like a deer in headlights. He had no idea
Yeah,
what
it
was
was-
going on.
Yeah.
It was so cool seeing like or hearing the Exploring put on your playlist and shit like right after the show.
Yeah. That was
That
cool.
was really cool to hear.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. The after party
Look
was a
at
lot of fun,
Simon,
man.
I was like, you fucking hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we walked in, everybody cheered. That was cool.
Yeah, it was
Except for
really
the
cool.
cook.
That was the
Remember him?
dishwasher. That was
Oh,
the
Yeah,
he was
dude,
dishwasher.
I'm
really
a-
I heard he
happy with
scared
us.
you. Yeah.
Well, he was literally like, you guys can't be going through that door.
Emma
Like,
told me
Darren
walk
seemed
through the
happy.
door
Snag
and
the
And I was
carrot.
like,
She was so
Darren,
hungry.
Darren. I was literally like, Darren,
I
there's
know.
someone
No,
here.
yeah, that's the he was not happy, but he also didn't see me.
It's fair enough. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
He was
If
doing
I
his job,
Yeah, that's
for
his
sure.
job. So,
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
understand why he was still
yeah.
at
And
work.
he did
I don't
not see
think.
you. Like, he just saw us and he's like, who are these people?
Yeah.
You can't come in here.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was fun. It was cool
Those
afterwards.
Reuben rolls, dude. Holy fuck. So good.
Yeah.
Shout out Carrington for putting in my order.
Is that your high?
Yeah, I tried to order food.
No. They weren't having you.
No, some guy in a Beyonce shirt just shut me down.
He was like, "You're
Oh,
not."
that shirt's
no.
slayed though.
And
It-
some
yeah, sure.
That's
I
but
love
right,
that
yeah.
shirt.
I
know
really
exactly what
wanted
you're
some
talking
Reuben rolls.
some dickhead, some dickhead ran into me, shattered my rum and coke in my hand, and made me drop my third Reuben roll on the floor. And then
No.
he fucking steamrolled it.
Stepped on it.
Yes, stepped on it, dude.
Yeah, he didn't give a.
He didn't give a damn either, dude.
Just kept going.
Simon
Wow.
saw it all.
I saw the whole
Wow.
thing.
Shout out to the bartender though. She was very nice about handling the drink.
Yeah. No, they're cool over there. Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was cool. I was just
It
like
was
you said.
so
I mean, like you said, I was kind of just out of it at that point. I was just like, "Yo, we did it. It's over."
Yeah,
I'm
then you like barricaded yourself in the corner behind.
okay,
because
because it took me an hour and 30 or an hour and 40 almost to go from this is a big like U-shaped
Mhm.
bar to go from one side of the bar to the other side of the bar. So when I got there was chairs up, like bar stools up on this table. So I was like, oh, no one will see me back here. Let me
That
just
was
sit back here
kingdom.
for
It
a
worked.
minute. Yeah, so I just
You made it to the Game of Thrones over
Yeah.
there.
I just hid over there for like an hour, and then
Yeah, it worked.
yeah,
Couldn't find you for a while.
it was good. It was good, man. Anything else before we wrap, or anything else on your guys' mind?
I just want to say, like me and Jake were talking about on the way up here, just how much fun I had with all of you guys. Like, it was literally like a dream come true to be able to play on like a stage like that to that amount of people with people as cool as all of you guys, and it was like a lot of fun. So
Yeah,
thank
bonding,
you guys so much.
great bonding experience is what we were
Yeah.
saying.
Me and Jake were talking about we just want to play with you guys, whether it's just for fun or whatever.
Yeah.
So we gotta set up shit in your basement pretty soon here.
Yeah, I gotta set everything up again. Fuck.
Well, we'll take this week off.
Hey, at least
taking
we'll
this
get.
week off for sure.
We need the practice.
Yeah,
It'll
of
go
course.
faster
Yeah.
every time we do it.
Yeah. Anything else from you? Are you good?
No, sorry.
Oh, that's good.
I just like zoned out, like listening for a while.
I just can't wait. I feel like every day now there could be news from Darren.
There's some news.
Yeah, right?
I gotta-
See?
yeah.
Was that tour little thing from Mike? Was that just a little like
That's
what
just-
if?
That's
like,
yeah. I mean, there's stuff that I'm looking at,
okay.
but
I just wasn't sure if you didn't tell us something.
I can't even. I mean, you can. We can't tell you. We had a little bit of time on Easter where I wasn't responding to messages and stuff, and I was just like looking at prices, trying to figure things out. You know, so the wheels are definitely. I mean, they're always turning. Like I can't not be thinking about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, I want to tour. I want to play a bunch of cool shows. I want to do Summerfest. I think I think we have something really cool. And just from that show, dude, like there were just I saw a lot of people that I was really happy to see. I didn't know if I would see there though or not, you know, and that just like seeing them and then seeing them sing. And I even saw people that I joked with, I think I was joking with Mike. I don't know who I was joking with. There was people there that I was pretty sure didn't like me. And then they were singing the lyric. And I was like, wow. And that's cool. Like I have a bad relationship with myself, I think. So it was cool to see that and be like, oh man, maybe these people don't all hate you, man. Like maybe, chill. So that was cool.
Yeah, shout out to every fucking person that came to that show.
Every single person, bro.
It really set in afterwards, how much it meant. Because, I was the one who wasn't really inviting anyone. Teo was doing it all.
I know.
You were getting on me about that.
Yeah.
But once they were there, fuck, that meant a lot.
Yeah, dude, there were some people that I like locked eyes with that like I don't get to see very much anymore, and I was just like, dude, like the fact that you're here right now is like that's special.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And it was a lot. I don't know. For me, at least, it felt like it was more than a show. It felt like a lot, like a moment. It felt like an event, and more than a show. Almost, it felt like on par with like a friend of mine getting married or something. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll ever be that good again.
No, dude. It just it felt so good because like I have 3 other drummers in my family. It felt good. All 3 of them were there, and they all gave me wicked compliments. It felt good to make my grandpa proud, which pretty much got me into drumming.
Yeah.
So that was freaking awesome. And then just freaking seeing all of our friends there have been such a good time, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it was so cool.
it was, man.
And I wish I could do it every weekend.
Did people? I'm the same boat. Did people ask? Did anybody ask you when's the next one?
I didn't get that question.
I got that.
But I got like
got
a
a
lot
lot.
of like what like Like, what do you guys like? Well, I guess kind of what are you guys doing next? But I don't know if that those words specifically. But definitely at the after party, there was
Wondering
like a
what's
couple
going
people.
on.
Yeah, just like, who are you guys? Like, I did get that.
Yeah, as I was loading up the truck, some girl was like jogging outside. She's like, "Do you guys just have a gig?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "How'd you do?" I was like, "Really good." She's like, "Are you guys from around here?" I was like, "Yeah, we're pretty local." And then she was like, "Have a good night." I was like,
Give you her number.
"No."
I don't know. It's pretty sus.
She
I
was
got
very-
today.
Somebody
I got.
asked- oh,
I
sorry.
would definitely go to another one.
Oh, nice.
Let me know.
I got a handful of those, like
Somebody
the
asked
last
if
couple
we-
of days.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
mean to interrupt
go,
you.
go.
Somebody asked if we like played together through high school. At
Yo,
the after
that's a-
party.
See, that's what I'm
Good
talking about.
question.
There's
Feels
that
like it.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Shit, at this point.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of those. A lot of people being like, dude, I had a lot of people that were like on the fence that ended up coming last minute, and they were like, dude, when is the next show? Like, me and my wife will be there.
That's
Like, me and so
I
and
saw
so.
a couple old couples in there that I don't know if they're somebody's parents or not, but
There were some people that came. My brother said he was talking to people at the merch booth that said that they were an older couple and they just came because they were like, we would want to check out Vivarium for a few weeks now, and we just wanted to see what was going on, and this is really fucking good.
that's cool.
And it was really dope to hear that. And yeah, man, just all around, dude, I'm just happy. I'm happy with how it went. I'm happy about what we can do. Like I think we did amazing. It makes me motivates me to even do better next time, and I think we can do better next time. And we gotta there's some cool stuff in the works. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm just thank you for you guys one more time. I just want to say thank you to you guys for doing it.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank you. Thank all of
opportunity
you,
to do this.
I love all of you guys so much.
Not that.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, that was weird.
Just little forehead kisses, you know.
I want to say
That was
we're-
actually
I think we have some food. I think there's food here or coming here. I want to say quickly a shout out to everybody who tuned in. First off, everybody who's at the fucking show. If you're at the show, like we just said, you're amazing. If you weren't, you're dead to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're not. There was plenty of people that didn't come that I know want to come to the next one. I'm not shitting on you. No, if you did come, that really does mean a lot, man. There was a lot of special moments shared in that room, and like Jake was saying, I don't know that it'll ever feel exactly that way again, and it'll never be like that night again. But I'm very proud of that, and I'm proud of these guys next to me. Want to quickly shout out our patrons, as well as the people that are listening to. Also, want to say a quick shout out to Go Nutz for sponsoring this episode. And this has been the 248th episode of the Detox Podcast. And you fucking goobers, bro. I would not cancel this fucking podcast ever.
I fell for it. Don't feel bad.
I am not. The fact that I was a little offended that you fell for it.
Well, dude, I thought of it in a good way. I thought like we got a big fucking deal.
I would
thought
not
we struck
accept
the lottery.
I would
dude.
not
I
accept a
don't
deal
know.
if they were like, you got to
I
stop
don't know.
podcasting.
I was taking a poop. Shit was going. Shit was. Ideas were fine,
You need to
dude.
do the Leo DiCaprio on Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
He's gotta take a goddamn wrecking ball to get me out of here.
Yeah, dude. No, I would never stop podcasting, man. And what a dumb number to stop at 248. Wouldn't you just do
That's what
two
I was
more and
thinking.
finish?
I was like, why would he stop here though?
Yeah.
I knew you were capping as soon as
Yeah.
I saw that.
I wasn't
I
gonna.
was like, either it's clickbait or I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Two people got me today.
Yeah,
dude.
April
You-
Fools. It was April Fools, man.
Fools, you bunch
You
of
I got
and Pabst
fools.
Theater got me.
Yeah.
Alyssa literally called me and was like, "What? This is the last
Fool.
episode?" And she was like, "Wait, it's April."
Yeah, dude.
Fool. You're a fool. You're a fool.
Dude.
a fool.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
a
was
dumb
a short
fool.
fool.
I had a lot of people. There's a lot of messages I have to get to right now that are all from today from posting that. And
Just respond fool to every single one of them. Fool.
no, when people some people ask me really, and I was like the ones I was able to get to before we started. I just sent a picture of the set. I didn't even say anything. I just sent a picture of the set. And
Fool.
so, yeah, they are fools. We got them. We got them. Please tune in again next week, man. We're never stopping. I will be doing this until I can't. So who knows how many episodes that'll be. But yeah, this has been the 248th episode of the Detox Podcast. I will see you guys next week. Peace.